The Adventures of Naruto and Scarlet Chapter 1, Death and Rebirth. Inside a white room, sunlight was shining on her from the window as she slowly wakes up. Looking at the figure waking up, one can see that she is clearly a beauty, one that can cause the fall of a nation. We can clearly see a figure with black straight hair and charming black eyes which are attractive to the point of lethality. She slowly wakes up and mumbles, "Time to wake up Sammy now." She quickly wakes up and freshes herself and gets ready and leaves the room. She enters a room that is opposite to hers and enters it. She quickly wakes up the person on the bed. The pale-faced blonde boy wakes up to see a familiar figure, then quickly greets, "Good morning, sis." Scarlet replies, "Morning. Get ready while I prepare breakfast." Sam, K, sis. She quickly goes to the kitchen and prepares breakfast while humming. After making breakfast, she arranges the breakfast on the dining table and waits for Sammy. Sammy arrives and eats breakfast and leaves for school. After this, Scarlet sighs, "Time to get to work," and goes towards a cupboard and turns a clay model, after which a secret room appears. She quickly scans her iris and fingerprint and enters the room. One would be shocked to know that the same person is the best secret agent present in this world and holds the title of Blood Rose for her achievements during the missions. She turns on her computer and enters the secret agent site to check for notifications. She sees notifications. 1. Terrorists have hacked the nuclear codes of many countries due to the betrayal of Captain Russo. Eliminate the terrorists within 36 hours, else the world will be in danger. Special Agent Scarlet Thompson is assigned this mission due to a high level of difficulty. We expect good results from you. Seeing this, she sighs, "I thought I could get a day free. But this mission is too dangerous. It's a good thing that I have written all my assets in the name of my younger brother Sam. If something happens to me, hope he can continue to live well." Then she starts to get ready and grabs her equipment. Then she goes to the secret base. Then she calls Nick, a technician, to assist him via Bluetooth. She climbs the helicopter to get to the location of terrorists. After arriving at the location, she jumps and opens the parachute. She lands and starts firing at the terrorists. One by one, terrorist dead bodies start piling up. Looking at that scene, anyone can feel that she, the goddess of death. She slowly kills all the terrorists and retrieves the pen drive with nuclear codes. While returning, she was shot by a familiar figure, Nick. She asks with a hoarse voice, "Why?" To which he replies, "Obviously for money." Then she collects the last of her energy and pulls the pin of a grenade, and both of them die in the explosion. During her last moments, she thinks, "Brother, sorry for leaving you abruptly, but nuclear codes are too dangerous in terrorist hands. I had to sacrifice my life, hope you don't blame me." Then closes her eyes. Her soul fleets in void, seeing which a majestic entity sighs, "Scarlet, you are an amazing existence. You have selfless saved many people time to time and built and run many hospitals and orphanages so that no one will experience what you have gone through. You also adopted a boy as your younger brother and took care of him. So let me reincarnate you into another world where a poor soul will undergo a very difficult childhood. Hope you can be a good elder sister to him just like you were to Sam. The world you are going to be is dangerous, so I will give you a gift which will enhance your survival there. You will have an affinity of space. When the right time arrives, you will regain your memories. Goodbye. Scarlet. Chapter 2. Enter Naruto and Scarlet Uzumaki. Once upon a time, the nine-tailed demon fox has attacked the village hidden in leaves and wreaked havoc upon it. Then a hero emerged whose legend is remembered till date. This legendary hero was called the Fourth Hokage. The Fourth Hokage defeated the fox at the cost of his own life, leaving a pair of twins. The boy is called Naruto Uzumaki. The girl is called Scarlet Uzumaki. A boy can be seen running with a bucket of paint in his hand. There are 3 or 4 ninjas chasing this boy. One of the ninjas speaks, "How dare you to paint the faces of the Hokage Naruto?" To which Naruto replies, "One day I will surpass them, Databeo," and quickly escapes them, but is finally caught by a man with a scar on his nose. His name is Iraka. Iraka then drags back Naruto to the Shinobi Academy. Naruto enters the class. There he sees many students. His vision falls on a girl with crimson red hair. Her beauty is enough to make a village go to war to win her over. Seeing the beauty, his heart feels gratified. Only he knows how he could survive all these years. His sister Scarlet never left him alone and kept company during his hardest times. Unlike him, his sister is very talented in all ninjutsu, genjutsu, taijutsu, and is also first in literary test along with Sakura. Her only weak point is the inability to use clone jutsu just like himself. Iraka scolds Naruto for failing the graduation exam 3 times and tells the whole class to get ready for the transformation jutsu exam. All students get ready to perform. First, a pink-haired girl comes and says, "Henge no jutsu," after which she transforms into Iraka. Then she flaunts about herself in front of a good-looking black-haired boy known as Sasuke. Sasuke comes and performs transformation jutsu to turn into Iraka. Next it was the turn of Naruto. Scarlet cheers for Naruto while a girl with white eyes is also cheering for Naruto in the heart while blushing. Naruto shouts, "Orioke no jutsu, sexy jutsu," and transforms into a girl without clothes while smoke is covering some important parts. Seeing this, Irika has nosebleed while Scarlet thought, "Thank God that I have red hair, or else this brat will show my naked figure to the whole village, although he can't transform as beautiful as me." Naruto gets scolded by Irika, after which Scarlet comes to perform transformation jutsu. Scarlet says, "Henge no jutsu," and transforms into third Hokage, seeing which the whole class gets shocked but quickly recovers as they were used to receive shocks from Scarlet, but Sasuke grips his hand. After this, class is dismissed. Irika calls Naruto and says, "Naruto, you will have to clean all the paint you painted on Hokage figures." Naruto seems very reluctant, but gets dragged by Irika. Seeing this, Scarlet says, "Irika-sensei, let me also help Naruto." Irika wanted to decline, but seeing the seriousness in face of Scarlet, he couldn't decline. Naruto then smiles very brightly and says, "Thank you, Nei-chan." Seeing this smile, Scarlet couldn't help but secretly vow in her heart, "I will protect that smile no matter what the cost." They then go to the Hokage monument where both of them start cleaning. Irika then asks Naruto, "Why don't you clean fast so that you can go home earlier?" To which he replies, "It's fine. I don't have anyone waiting there anyways." Then Irika turns silent and says, "Naruto, Scarlet, how about me taking you both for ramen?" Hearing which both of them smile and start cleaning faster. Soon they arrive at the ramen shop where they began to eat ramen, both of them enjoying ramen very much, seeing which Irika smiles and suddenly asks Naruto, "Naruto, why did you paint the faces of the Hokage?" To which he replies, "Because I'm going to surpass them and become the greatest Hokage ever." Scarlet smiles and says, "Nei-chan believes in you." Then they return home. Chapter 3. Remembering the Past. Next morning, both of them go to the academy where they sit down and listen to Irika. Irika says, "Today we will have the test for clone jutsu," hearing which the faces of Naruto and Scarlet began to pale. They didn't know why, but their clones always sucked. One by one, Irika calls everyone, and they perform the clone jutsu and receive the leaf headband. Naruto and Scarlet once again failed the clone exam, and they began to walk home depressed. Suddenly a man wearing the shinobi outfit with white hair named Mizuki comes to them and says, "Naruto, come here for a while, I need to talk to you." To which he nods and asks Scarlet to go home first. Mizuki then hears about the exam from Naruto, and asks him if he wants to pass the exam, to which he nods. Mizuki tells something in Naruto's ear, to which he chuckles. Scarlet gets tensed because Naruto has not yet arrived at home. She suddenly hears some ninjas saying that Naruto has stolen the forbidden scroll and is missing. Scarlet gets tensed and starts searching for Naruto, during which she meets Irika and asks to allow her to search for Naruto with him, to which he agrees. They keep searching and finally find Naruto. As they go near him, he says, "You once again found me, databeo. Irika-sensei, too bad I was only able to learn one jutsu from this score. So I passed the test right. Irika-sensei, I learn a jutsu from the scroll, so I get to pass right." Hearing which Irika dumbfoundedly says, "Who told you such a thing?" To which Naruto replies, "It was Mizuki-sensei, he told about this test, databeo." Suddenly a group of kunai suddenly rushes towards Naruto, sensing which Irika pushes Naruto and gets slightly injured. "Irika-sensei," both Naruto and Scarlet exclaim. Naruto asks, "What's going on, Irika-sensei?" To which he replies, "Naruto, Mizuki used you to get the forbidden scroll. It contains dangerous forbidden ninjutsu sealed in it, and make sure it does not fall in the hands of Mizuki no matter what." Mizuki then replies, "What Irika fears is not the Naruto, but you let me tell you one thing that all the village has always been forbidden to tell you." Irika shouts, "No, Mizuki, don't you dare." Mizuki then tells Naruto, "Naruto, both you and Scarlet are demon fox spirit." Hearing which Scarlet and Naruto get shocked and stunned that place. Seeing this, Mizuki starts to attack Naruto with windmill shuriken. Irika shouts, "Get out there, Naruto." But Naruto was still stunned. As it was about to hit Naruto, seeing this, Scarlet gets a lot of shock due to fear of losing Naruto, and suddenly gets a huge headache. Before falling unconscious, she sees that Irika saved Naruto. Scarlet slowly remembers her past as a secret agent, and the conversation of the mysterious entity. As she slowly gets up, one can easily find the differences in facial expression of Scarlet. Before, she used to have naive, positive look on her face. Now we can see sharp sword-like expression and mature look on that childish face, which only makes her more attractive. She sighs. "Who would have thought that Blood Rose, Scarlet, will actually be reborn into the anime my brother always used to watch. Sam, hope you are doing well now. Well then, it's time for Blood Rose to bloom in elemental nations." She slowly walks forward to see Irika talking to Mizuki as he says, "Yes, that's how demon does things, but that's not what Naruto and Scarlet are. They are always ill-treated by the village, but they still strive hard to one day make the village acknowledge them. They are not fox demon but shinobi of Hidden Leaf Village, Naruto and Scarlet Uzumaki." Hearing this, Naruto starts crying, and Scarlet also has teardrop in corner of her eye. Scarlet approaches Naruto as she sees Mizuki getting angry and trying to kill Irika. Naruto sees the approaching figure and sees that it is Scarlet and sighs in relief and says, "Scarlet, can you hold a scroll for a while? I will go and save Irika-sensei." Scarlet replies, "Sure." and Naruto runs to fight scene. Scarlet already knows from past memories that Naruto will be able to handle Mizuki, which is the reason she allowed him to go. Naruto kicks Mizuki away from Iruka and says, "If you dare to touch even a single strand of hair of Iruka-sensei, then I promise you I'll kill you." Mizuki rushes towards Naruto, then Naruto uses multiple shadow clone jutsu to form nearly 100 clones which Iruka. Even though Scarlet knew about this beforehand, she was still stunned. She suddenly remembers that she now has space affinity, so she starts to read Hiraishin no Jutsu in order to use space power more conveniently. Meanwhile, Naruto defeats Mizuki, and elsewhere the third Hokage informs other shinobi that Naruto will be back soon. Iruka gives Naruto a headband and tells him that he is a shinobi from now on. Scarlet, who has already memorized Flying Thunder Jutsu, has returned. Naruto, upon seeing her, says, "Nei-chan, I have become shinobi Databeo." To which she replies, "Hinara-chan, then what about me?" Seeing Scarlet like this, Naruto feels bad and says, "Nei-chan, I just learned this technique called multiple shadow clone jutsu. I will teach it to you so that you can pass the test," to which she replies, "Sure." She then learns multiple shadow clone jutsu and passes the exam and becomes a shinobi, after which they all go to eat ramen. Chapter 4. Konohamaru. At home, Scarlet scolds Naruto for painting his face. "Why are you painting your face, Databane?" Naruto says, "Nei-chan, I wanted my face to be artistic, Databeo." Scarlet sighs and replies, "Wash your face. We will go to take photos now." Seeing the serious face of Scarlet, Naruto knows he accepts or Scarlet will get angry, so he quickly gets ready and both of them travel to take photos, after which they go Hokage's office to submit their ninja registration form. The third Hokage, Sarutobi Hizurin, sees the registration form and says that registration is complete. Scarlet suddenly senses someone near the door. Due to her affinity of space, she can perceive her surrounding space much better than the sensor ninjas. While she was wondering who can enter the Hokage's office so brazenly, a small boy of 4 or 5 years tries to attack the Hokage with shuriken but slips and falls. Naruto was wondering what was happening, while Scarlet remembers that this brat will become Naruto's only disciple. Konohamaru slowly wakes up and accuses Naruto of making him trip. Naruto replies, "I did not wait, there are 2 people here, then why are you directly accusing me, Databeo?" Konohamaru replies, "There is no way that beautiful One-san will do something like that, it must be you." A man wearing black shirt and spectacles appears at room. Seeing Naruto and Scarlet, he immediately thinks, the twin demon foxes. Naruto gets angry and holds Konohamaru by the collar. While Ibio yells, "Release the honorable grandson," hearing which Naruto's grip loosens while Konohamaru inwardly thinks, he is also like them, changing his attitude knowing I am the grandson of third Hokage, and taunts Naruto, "So you don't dare to hit me knowing I am the grandson of the third Hokage, huh?" Naruto replies angrily, as if, "Idiot," and beats him on his head, after which both of them leave. On the road, Scarlet suddenly senses someone near them and sees that it's Konohamaru and thinks, "Let me leave some time for master and disciple together." Scarlet tells Naruto, "Naruto, I will leave home first. It seems that you have a guest come home soon, I will make the meal." Naruto then sees Konohamaru and replies, "Fine, Nei-chan." Scarlet then does Henge no Jutsu and transforms into a middle-aged ant in order to shop for some vegetables and meat. After buying, she quickly returns home and thinks of good recipes from her past life and finally settles on one and makes it. Seeing that Naruto has not arrived yet, Scarlet begins to get tensed and goes to search for Naruto. She finally finds Naruto in the forest, where she sees that Naruto is talking about becoming the Hokage again. She then asks, "What took you so long?" To which Naruto replies, "Sorry Nei-chan, I was teaching Konohamaru my special jutsu Databeo." Suddenly Ebisu appears and inwards thinks, it's the demon foxes again, while his eyes reveal a cold look, seeing which Naruto gets depressed. Witnessing this scene, Scarlet gets very angry, her hair starts to float in the air, she immediately shouts, "Apologize." To which Ebisu replies, why would I apologize to this loser? I am an elite." Scarlet's face darkens and seeing her, Ebisu doesn't know why, but he suddenly gets goosebumps. Why would I be scared of a brat who just became a shinobi, thinks inwardly Ebisu. Scarlet uses multiple shadow clone jutsu and throws shuriken, to which Ebisu escapes using substitution jutsu, but suddenly Scarlet arrives from behind of Ebisu and beats him up and thinks, it's 100 years too early for you to beat me, Blood Rose. While Naruto, Konohamaru and third Hokage watching from Crystal gets shocked by her performance. Sarutobi Hizurin sighs, "Minato, it seems Scarlet has inherited your talent and Kushina's looks." Scarlet then replies, "I don't care if you scold about me, but Naruto is my bottom line, don't you dare mess with him, or I promise I will make your life eternal hell." Seeing this, all Naruto, Konohamaru and Sarutobi Hizurin gets goosebumps. Konohamaru inwardly thinks, I must never provoke her, who would have thought that the pretty girl can be so scary at the same time. Konohamaru tells to Naruto, "Boss, I wanted to be your rival, but seeing Scarlet, if she is behind you, I rather not be your rival." Naruto then replies, "Nei-chan told me she will help me manage the village after I became Hokage, but meanwhile she will only protect and take care of me." Listen Konohamaru, the path of becoming a Hokage is a very difficult one. the who endures the bitterness and gets acknowledged by the people of the village as greatest in the village will become the Hokage. There are no shortcuts to become Hokage. Hearing this, Scarlet smiles, and both of them start to leave for home. Elsewhere, Sarutobi smiles seeing this and thinks inwardly, Naruto, Scarlet, the path of shinobi has just started for you. Chapter 5. Sasuke and Sakura. It was early in the morning, and sunlight was falling on the pair of siblings as they wake up. Scarlet tells Naruto, "Wake up, Naruto-chan, meanwhile I will make the breakfast." Naruto replies, "Sure, Ne-chan." Scarlet then gets ready and leaves to prepare breakfast. Soon Naruto arrives after getting ready and starts having breakfast. After taking a bite, he says, "Ne-chan, are you sure you want to become kunoichi? If become a chef, no one in elemental nations can surpass you." Scarlet then replies with a playful smile, "Naruto, if I become a chef I won't have time to cook for you anymore as I will need to manage a lot of things. So are you sure you will still want Ne-chan to become a chef?" Naruto quickly replies, "No, Ne-chan, how can I survive without the food you make?" Scarlet, "That is why I will become a kunoichi and always stay by your side to protect you." Naruto, "One day I will be the one protecting you, Ne-chan." Scarlet felt warm inside and replies, "I will wait for that day." They both leave for an academy where Naruto goes and sits at his place beside Sasuke, and Scarlet goes and sits at her place beside Hinata. There she observes the girl beside and knows that she is the one who is going to be her sister-in-law in the future, and then thinks, I might as well help them from the beginning. Then she watches the boy who is sitting beside her brother and evaluates him. He is good-looking enough, but he is psychologically weak, who might as well try to reform him. Suddenly two girls barge in from the door and start arguing over Sasuke and go towards Naruto. Seeing Sakura, Naruto was like a dumbstruck fool when they knocked Naruto from his place. Murderous aura was spreading at the place of Scarlet, and the students near her shivered from fear. Realizing this, she retracts her aura and students felt relieved, but they made a mental note that they must not provoke Naruto, else they will face the wrath of Scarlet. Naruto glares at Sasuke when Tobio suddenly pushes Naruto. Naruto falls towards Sasuke, and this caused them to kiss. Seeing this, Scarlet burst into laugh seeing this and said, "Naruto, so you that side, don't worry, Ne-chan will support your relationship," and bursts into laughter again. Naruto and Sasuke start spitting while Naruto inwardly thinks, "Damn, why is it him? I wanted my first kiss to be with Sakura-chan." Sasuke inwardly thinks, "Damn, why is it him? Maybe it would have been fine if it was his sister. She is talented and her hair has the same color as my favorite tomatoes." All girls, except Scarlet and Hinata, are now glaring at Naruto with anger for taking away Sasuke's first kiss and rush towards him when Irika suddenly arrives in the class. Irika says, "Now that you have graduated from the academy, you will have your team with a Jonin sensei. Generally, all are 3-man teams, but this year we made an exception and one 4-man team. Now I will start announcing the teams." Inside Hokage's room, all the Jonin are having a meeting. A man with gravity-defying silver hair asks, "Hokage, why did you make a team like this?" To which he replies, "Kakashi, your Sharingan is needed to keep Kyuubi and Naruto and Scarlet in check, and to train Sasuke, and I believe that Sakura also has talent. Keep your trust in them." Hearing this, Kakashi sighs. Irika announces teams one by one, and next, he says, Team 7, Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno. Naruto jumps with happiness. Sakura stands dumbstruck. Irika continues, Sasuke Uchiha. Hearing which, Naruto stood dumbstruck while Sakura cheers up. Irika continues, Scarlet Uzumaki. Hearing which, Naruto cheers again, and Sasuke smirks. Irika slowly continues announcing the teams, and finishes the class. Scarlet goes to Naruto and suddenly hugs him and says, "Naru-chan, we are in the same team, Databane." Naruto replies, "I am also very happy, Databeo." Naruto then asks Scarlet, "Ne-chan, why don't we all Team 7 have lunch together?" To which she replies, "Sure." Naruto asks Sakura if she would like to have lunch with them, but Sakura arrogantly refuses them. Sasuke also refuses to have lunch with them. Naruto and Scarlet have lunch together, and then Scarlet asks Naruto, "Naru-chan, what do you think of Sakura?" To which Naruto says that he likes her. Scarlet then replies, "Naru-chan, I feel that Sakura is not right for you. I will show you why." Naruto wanted to say something but kept quiet because he knew that the person who cares for him the most in this world is Scarlet, so he'll always listen to her. Scarlet then uses transformation jutsu to transform into Sasuke and goes to Sakura. On seeing Sasuke, Scarlet fangirls around him. Sasuke, Scarlet, then asks her a question. "Sakura, what do you think of Naruto?" Sakura then replies, "Naruto. He is annoying. He doesn't have any parents due which he is not well bred. I hate him." Scarlet was almost about to burst her killing intent, but quickly controlled it to avoid trouble. Sasuke, Scarlet, replies, "You don't even know how it feels to live without parents. You know what, Sakura, you are annoying." Saying this, she quickly leaves, leaving behind a dumbstruck Sakura. Sakura inwardly thinks, Sasuke is right, I will try to be nicer to Naruto. Scarlet then endues the transformation jutsu and talks to Naruto, "See, I told you. While you care so much for her, she sees you as annoying. I told you that she is not fit for you. Hearing this, Naruto gets depressed. Seeing this, Scarlet says, Naruto, forget about Sakura, love someone better, someone who deserves your love. Hearing this, Naruto feels better and returns to class with Scarlet. Meanwhile, a figure with white hair is seeing the house of Naruto and Scarlet. Chapter 6. Kakashi. I am going to write this from Scarlet's point of view from now on. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and I were waiting in a room where Naruto says, "What the heck is wrong with our sensei? Other students already went somewhere with their sensei while we are still waiting here." I can see Naruto is very irritated right now. I need him to increase his patience, else it will be dangerous for him in the future. Sasuke seems rather patient, but I can see that he is starting to get irritated. He may be able to fool others, but he cannot fool me as I had psychology training in the past life. Based on her behavior, I suspect that Sakura has multiple personality disorder. Well, we can always get a chance to verify in future. Naruto then puts the duster on the top of the door in order to punish our sensei by doing this prank. Well, Sakura starts to act as it doesn't matter to her at all, and Sasuke says, as if a jonin is going to fall for this kind of trap. Sakura agrees, while I remain silent as I have been sensing someone spying on us since the beginning due to my affinity of spatial sense, whom I suspect to be our sensei. Soon a man with white hair arrives in the room and duster fall on his head, seeing which Naruto laughs and Sakura speaks about her in the act. Kakashi says, "Well, my first impression of you guys, I hate you." Seeing which I reply, "Sensei, you better take your word back, those who hate me don't live long. Besides, you already knew the duster was there, as I could clearly sense you spying around for some time. So it was you who willingly took the duster on your head. Stop making my poor Naruto feel guilty." Hearing which Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi get shocked. Kakashi soon calms down and asks all of us to come to the rooftop. All of us arrive at the rooftop and settle down there. Kakashi asks, "So now tell about yourself." Sakura replies, "Sensei, why don't you tell me about yourself first?" Then Kakashi replies, "Me? My name is Kakashi Hatake. I don't feel like telling you about my likes and dislikes. I never really thought about my future dream. As for hobbies, I have many." Sakura says, all he told us was his name," to which Naruto nods. Kakashi says, "Now it's your turn." Naruto then enthusiastically raises his hands that he will speak. To which he agrees. Naruto speaks, "My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I like my sister the most. I like to eat the food my sister cooks and eat ramen at Ichiraka's where Irika-sensei takes us. What I hate the most is separation from sister. My dream is to become the Hokage." Kakashi thinks inwardly, he grew up in an interesting way. Next he asks Sakura to start. Sakura says, "My name is Sakura Haruno. The thing that the person I like the most is..." I whisper in an audible voice, "Sasuke." She then continues, "The thing I like to do most is..." She gets shy again. I again whisper, stalking Sasuke. She continues, "My future dream is..." She once again looks at Sasuke and gets shy again while I whisper, "Marrying Sasuke." Naruto laughs due to the intro of Sakura. Kakashi quiets him down and asks her what she hates. As she was about to reply Naruto, I released slight killing intent, due to which she replies, "Ino." This once again shocked Kakashi and made him think how many wonders this girl could show him, while Sasuke remembered the figure of his brother. Kakashi asks Sasuke to start as he starts, "My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I don't particularly like anything. I dislike many things. I won't say it as I will make it a reality. I will revive my clan and kill a certain someone." This made me think, revive his clan? Does he even know what it means? Kakashi next asks me to tell about myself, to which I reply, "My name is Scarlet Uzumaki. I like Naruto. I like to eat dishes made with milk and egg and Ichiraka's ramen. I hate the people who try to harm my brother. My dream is to become the strongest kunoichi in the world and help Naruto in aiding the village after he becomes Hokage." After this, he tells us to prepare for a survival test which decides our fate as shinobi. Kakashi advises us not to eat breakfast, or else we may suffer, after which we leave for our houses. Chapter 7. Pass or Fail. Next morning, Scarlet and Naruto get ready for the test. Scarlet from her memories knew some of the things as she will face now, as she used to watch Naruto with her brother Sam sometimes, so she already has the idea about the test. Naruto wakes up, and while I prepare breakfast, I said. Naruto replied, "Nei-chan, did you forget that Kakashi-sensei said not to eat?" To which I replied, "Naruto, no matter the situation, we must always have the energy to fight and make important decisions, so remember to always make sure that you never fight with an empty stomach. We as shinobi will now risk our lives in missions, so we must ensure to always give our best in order to return home." Naruto says, "Thanks, Nei-chan, I didn't know the food was so important. I'll get ready now." I say as I go to prepare breakfast. After I prepare breakfast, we soon have our breakfast and then get ready to go. Then I remember that it will take a lot of time for Kakashi to come, so I ask Naruto to follow me. "Where are we going, Nei-chan?" he asks me, to which I reply, just follow me. We reach the training grounds right next to our test ground. Then I say, Naruto, let's warm up and do some practice here. We can easily arrive at the ground beside when sensei arrives. Naruto replies, thank you Ne-chan, with this practice, we will surely perform better than Sasuke and Sakura. Hearing this I smile. We did some basic exercise and circulate chakra throughout our body. I have more chakra when compared to Naruto as I have inherited Uzumaki bloodline while Naruto has only high chakra but no other advantages. As chakra is the combination of spiritual energy and energy present in physical cells, me being a reborn person has much more spiritual energy which helps me in increasing the amount of chakra and also helps me have amazing chakra control. If it weren't for the fact that 9 tails keep disrupting my chakra, I would have been a prodigy in medical ninjutsu. Soon sensing a familiar chakra arriving I call Naruto and said, Naruto-chan, it's time to leave. Soon both of us arrive at the spot where Sakura shouts, why are you both so late? To which Naruto replies, we were warming up near the training grounds. Soon Kakashi arrives. Sakura once again shouts, Sensei, you are late. To which he replies, a black cat crossed my path so I had to take a long way out. All of us stare at him. He then starts to tell us about the test. He then places a stop clock and sets it to noon. He says, you have to grab these 3 bells for me before noon or else I will tie you these woods and eat meals in front of you. Sasuke and Sakura's stomach grumbles as they get depressed but Naruto and Scarlet are just fine. Seeing this Kakashi asks, Naruto, didn't I suggest not to eat breakfast, then why did you eat? Naruto replies, Sensei, Ne-chan told me that we as shinobi will have to do missions with our life at risk, hence we need to ensure that we are always in our best state. Kakashi then says, always remember to follow this advice. Sakura then asks, Sensei, there are 4 people but why are there only 3 bells? Kakashi replies, oh, that because at least one of you will have to go back to the academy. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura start to get tensed while I stay calm. Kakashi nods silently and then continues, you better come with the intent to kill or else you won't have a chance to win. Naruto gets angry and runs towards him with a kunai in his hand. As he was about to hit him, Kakashi suddenly appears behind with Naruto with kunai on Naruto's throat while I appear behind Kakashi with a kunai on his throat. Kakashi then says, I am starting to like you guys more and more right now. While Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke were shocked by the speed at which both of us operated. Kakashi then remembered his teacher, and then sighs. Kakashi says, now let's just start. All of us begin to disperse. Sasuke hides deep near the tree, Sakura hides in the bushes while Naruto goes to direct confrontation. I openly relax in the shade of a nearby. Kakashi then asks, aren't you two a bit off? Naruto then replies, the only thing that's a bit off here is your hairstyle. Naruto then starts to rush towards Kakashi. Kakashi says, now I will teach you about the important part of shinobi battle tactics, taijutsu, while reading his book Imitate Paradise. Naruto gets angry then starts punching and Kakashi dodges and blocks them easily. Kakashi then gets behind him and puts his fingers in tiger form, says, Konoha Village, secret ultimate taijutsu, 1,000 years of death, and hits on his ass. Gosh, I feel sorry for Naruto. Don't worry, Naruto Ne-chan will take revenge for you. Naruto then falls into the river and comes with many shadow clones to attack Kakashi again. During the distraction, he sends a shadow clone to hold him from the back and now rushes to beat him. Kakashi suddenly escapes and replaced himself with Naruto. Naruto then suspects that Kakashi used transformation jutsu and was about to hit the clones. As I didn't want him to hurt himself, I told him, Naruto, he used substitution jutsu to escape, so you don't need to beat your clones. Naruto, listening to this, disperses clones and notices that Kakashi wasn't present and says, thank you, Ne-chan. Seeing this once again makes Sakura and Sasuke wonder, even though they are twins, why they so different. Naruto then finds a bell on the ground and goes to pick it up and gets trapped by getting tied to the tree. Sasuke, seeing that Kakashi might have finally kept his guard down, attacks him with shuriken. Chapter 8. Officially Team 7. Kakashi uses substitution jutsu and escapes the shuriken. Sasuke inwardly scolds himself for revealing his location and quickly escapes from the spot, but Kakashi spots him. Sakura then rushes towards Sasuke, worried that he would be captured, but in turn, gets captured in the genjutsu of Kakashi. Sakura gets trapped in an illusion where she sees that Sasuke was killed and screams in fear. Meanwhile, Naruto escapes and goes towards lunch. Kakashi next goes to Sasuke and fights him. Sasuke touches one bell but couldn't get it. He uses fire-style fireball jutsu and burns the place where Kakashi was standing, but Kakashi disappears. Sasuke searches for Kakashi when suddenly an arm comes from the ground and holds his leg, and Kakashi's voice appears, Earth-style, suicidal beheading, and pulls Sasuke into the ground and then leaves towards Naruto. Naruto was about to eat but gets spotted by Kakashi and is tied to tree bark. Finally, Kakashi arrives near me. Took you long enough, I say leisurely. Won't you try to get Bell? He asks me and I answer, well, let me try then, but seriously advise you to stop reading, else you regret it. He stares at me for some time and then closes the book. I use multiple shadow clone jutsu to create 40 clones and mix with and secretly escape in the fight. While Kakashi and my clones were having a hand-to-hand combat, I use genjutsu on Sensei to make him seem like the fight is still going on normally while I use my space power to hide my presence and quickly take the bells and replace it 3 kunai and quickly hide between my clones. I sense 2 people arriving seeing that they were Sasuke and Sakura. I call Sensei and say, "Sensei, I am bored so I quit." He gets stunned at my words but quickly says, fine. All of us gather at the place in front of many rocks where Kakashi-sensei was standing. Kakashi says, "All for you, don't need to go back." Naruto and Sakura cheer up while Sasuke smirks and I remain silent as Kakashi continues, "Because you should quit being a ninja." Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke gets tensed and question him. "Hey, though we didn't get the bell, you should not say that we should quit being shinobi." To which Kakashi replies, "Hey, why do you think we divided you into teams in order to ensure teamwork? Individual skills are important, but teamwork is more important. Irregular teamwork leads to the loss of your life of teammates. For example, I will say Sakura kill Naruto or I will kill Sasuke. In the order we deal with these situations we need teamwork. If you had come together at me UM8GHT have got the bells. Then I say, Oi Kaka Baka catch, and throw the bell, catching which he gets shocked and checks himself only to find 3 kunai and quickly realizes what happened is continued. Of course I knew that teamwork is the key but Naruto wanted to do it on his so was Sasuke and Sakura always follows Sasuke so I did it myself, so I pass right. To which he nodded. Kakashi then tells, the names on the stone are of heroes of Konoha who are KIA. Naruto was about to say when I shouted, "Stop Naruto, don't you dare say anything." Naruto confused says, "Nei-chan." Sakura replies, Naruto KIA means killed in action. Naruto puts a sad face upon hearing this. Kakashi continues, "Many of my friends' name is on this stone. This why I only want people with teamwork. Fine, I will give you 3 another chance. Both of you can eat lunch along with Scarlet, but don't give anything to Naruto as it is his punishment for trying to steal food. I will conduct the exam again after lunch." Saying this he leaves. Sakura and Sasuke start eating lunch. I too open my lunch and seeing Naruto's face I couldn't help but gave him some of my lunch. "Here Naruto, have some of my lunch." Seeing this Naruto says, "Nei-chan but," which I interrupt and say to him, "Even if the whole world abandons you I will always be at your side. This my promise to you, so eat without having any worries Baka." Naruto felt warm inside and starts eating. Sasuke also gives some of his food saying, "It is necessary to pass the test," seeing which Sakura also gives some of her food saying, "I'm on diet so you can eat it Naruto." Naruto happily eats when suddenly Kakashi arrives and asks why they fed Naruto to which they replied, "We are a team." Then Kakashi says, "You are team huh? Well you passed, none of the teams have done this before so I never passed anyone. But remember, those who do not follow the rules are scum but those who abandon their teammates are worse than scum." Naruto then says, "Nei-chan, I suddenly feel that our teacher is very cool." I smiled and soon we return home. From today we officially belong to Team 7 Chapter 9, First C rank mission. "Sasuke at point B," said Sasuke. Sakura's voice came, "Sakura at point C." It was silent for a while. I realized that Naruto might be goofing off somewhere as I hear a voice, "Naruto here at point A." They were waiting for my voice as I say, "Hey, don't expect me to participate in this kind of mission," as relax on a tree. Kakashi voice says, "Team 7 get ready. The target has moved." Sakura and Sasuke reply, "Roger." Kakashi says, "Follow it." Sasuke and Sakura stealthy hide near trees. Kakashi asks if we are ready to which Naruto replies, "It's 5 meters from me. I will catch it Databeo." Sasuke says, "I'm ready." All 3 of them jump to catch the cat, which is finally caught by Naruto. The cat was very unwilling to be caught, was about to scratch Naruto as I quickly take it from him. The cat surprisingly became a good boy in my hands. I quickly verify its features and confirm that it is our target, Tora, and report to Kakashi. Kakashi then says, "Mission capture lost pet cat, Tora, complete." Naruto then angrily shouts, "Give us a proper mission Databeo." We go a house where a fat lady was waiting for her cat. She quickly hugged Tora and squeezes it, seeing which Naruto says, "Serves you right stupid cat," while Sakura says, "Now I understand why the cat ran away." Next, we go the Hokage to submit the mission and ask for a new mission. Hokage shows some mission like babysitting counselor's child in the neighboring town, digging potatoes, seeing which Naruto shouts, "Oi old man. I am not the same old prankster anymore. I want some real mission to do." To which all of us agree within our mind. Irika, who was beside Hokage, replies, "Naruto, you are just a rookie so you will only be given D rank mission." The Hokage says, "Let me once again remind you about the mission system Naruto. The missions are divided into A, B, C, D ranks, while ninja ranks are divided into Genin, Chunin, Jonin and Kage, and missions are assigned to them based on their ranks." Naruto does not listen and seems to be thinking about what to eat of dinner tonight. Seeing that Naruto is not giving up, he says, "Fine, Naruto, I will assign you a C rank mission, which is to escort some as bodyguards." Naruto excitedly asks, who is it? Is it daimyo? Or is it a princess? Sarutobi interrupts, calm down Naruto, here he comes. An old man with white hair wearing spectacles and a having blush on his face arrives. He was clearly drunk. I was getting irritated to see him. He sees us and says, are you sure they can protect me? They are just brats. Especially the short one here. Is he even a ninja? Naruto laughs and asks, who is the short one? Upon realizing that it was himself, he says, I'll kill you damn old man. Kakashi says, he is the one who we have to protect Naruto. You'll kill him? We can't kill him Naruto. I get irritated seeing Naruto-chan getting bullied, so I say with a serious tone, old man, are you sure you want to provoke us? Who knows if someone attacks during the mission, and I don't feel like protecting you. I wonder what will happen. Hearing this, all the others are getting goosebumps. Even the tells Irika, remind to never provoke the Uzumaki siblings. Who knows what she will do when she gets irritated. Kakashi, okay, let's forget about this mess and start anew. I reluctantly say, fine. We came out of the village. Naruto and I were rather excited as it was our first time out of the village. Soon I sense someone near us, but that presence suddenly disappears. I felt evil foreboding ahead. I informed Sensei about it. We were on the way to the home of Tazuna the bridge maker, Land of Waves. Sakura suddenly asks Tazuna, don't you have any shinobi in the Land of Waves? To which he replies no. Then Kakashi-sensei says, the continent is divided into many countries, but there are only 5 major countries with many ninjas and military strength, and only the heads of these 5 villages are allowed to have the title of Kage. The 5 villages are village hidden in leaves in the Land of Fire, the village hidden in sand in the Land of Wind, the village hidden in clouds in the Land of Lightning, the village hidden in mist in the Land of Water, the village hidden in stone in the Land of the Earth. Sakura says, Hokage old man, was really powerful right, but was inwardly thinking, there is no way that old man was that powerful. While Naruto was thinking, I even defeated him using my Oryoku no Jutsu, sexy jutsu, many times. How he be so strong? When Kakashi suddenly says, you were doubting his strength right? To which both Sakura and Naruto move their heads sideways. Kakashi says, well leave it, it is just a C-rank mission, there will be no fights in this mission. Naruto and Sakura sigh in relief as they move towards the Land of Waves. Chapter 10, Ambush. We keep moving towards the Land of Waves. We pass a bridge and keep moving in the forest. When we were passing a puddle, I noticed a familiar chakra which I sensed at the beginning. I thought something was wrong when someone suddenly attacks Kakashi-sense and appears to kill him, but I know he used substitution jutsu. Naruto and Sakura tremble with fear. One of those men suddenly was about to attack Naruto, which makes me angry, kick that guy aside and crack his ribs and finally insert kunai in his brain. I sigh, hope you have a good brain at least in next life. Daring to attack Naruto in front of me, don't know what he was thinking, fool. Meanwhile, Sasuke was battling the other guy by first using a shuriken and kunai to lock his chains onto the tree and does a taijutsu battle with him. 8 must accept this kid indeed has some talent. I think inwardly when suddenly Kakashi-sensei arrives and knocks him out. Before getting unconscious, he asks, how did you find out? To which Kakashi replies, it hasn't rained for past few days, how to expect a puddle in the middle of the road out of nowhere. Kakashi then asks me, Scarlet, why did kill him? To which I answer, sorry sensei, he was going to attack Naruto, which made me very angry, so I killed him. Naruto then thinks, even though it was their first battle, Sasuke fought him equally while Neichan even killed that guy for me, but I could not do anything. I swear I will catch up to you guys, just wait. Tazuna asks, why did you let the kids fight? To which Kakashi answers, if I wanted to kill them, 8 could kill them with ease, but what I wanted was not to kill them but to know who their target was. Was it you or was it a shinobi? The mission was protecting you against any gangs or thieves, but it didn't mention anything about ninjas, or it would have been B rank or higher. Although there must be a good reason for it, we can't continue the mission. Seeing Tazuna, Naruto feels sad for him, says, Yash, I have decided I am absolutely going to make sure you go home Databeo. Hearing which Sakura smiles and Sasuke smirks and I say, as expected of Naru-chan. We continue to walk as I slowly see my hand, which got slightly injured during the fight, but it was healing at a very fast rate visible to the naked eye. Seeing this I gasp, is this the power of 9 tails? Unknown to me, Kakashi-sensei also observes it under sidelines. Meanwhile, in the middle of the forest in a dark place there lies a hut where 3 ninjas were kneeling as 2 people were having a conversation. One of them was standing while the other was sitting. The standing person was wearing a suit and was short, while the other person was sitting on a sofa with his mouth covered by a mask. The short man says, did you say you failed? I hired you because you said you were hotshot ninjas. While the other man suddenly takes a very long sword and points at the short man's throat and says, stop your grumbling, this time I will kill that man the Kubikiri sword myself. To which he replies, but the demon brothers failed, he seemed to get very strong ninja from Konoha for protection. When suddenly the other man interrupts, who do you think I am? I am the person who is known as Demon of Hidden Mist Village, Zabuza Momochi. Chapter 11, Zabuza. Kakashi-sensei, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Tazuna and I were traveling by boat to the land of waves. We suddenly see a big half-constructed bridge and many huts, seeing which Naruto shouts loudly, "Amazing," while the boatsman asks Naruto to stay quiet in order to not get caught. Kakashi then asks Tazuna, "You'll have to tell who is the person after your life before we exit the boat, else I'm afraid we will have to stop our mission." Tazuna then sighs and says, "Just as you said, a terrifying man is after my life." "Terrifying man?" Kakashi questions. To which Tazuna replies, "You all must have heard his name Gato." Kakashi then says, "You mean Gato of Gato Company, one of the richest person in the world?" To which Tazuna replies, "Yes, he is the one." After the Third Ninja War, Gato set his eyes on the land of waves and now controls the shipping magnate in the village, by which he can control the entire village, and his only fear is the completion of the bridge. Naruto looks confused, not that I expect him to understand, anyway, he has always been a simple-minded person. Sakura then says, "So that's why they want to assassinate you." Tazuna then says, "Don't worry, you don't have to protect me. After we exit the boat I will die. My 8-year-old grandson will hate Konoha ninja. My daughter-in-law will scold you ninjas all her life, but you don't need to worry about it. I have to say this guy is good at emotional blackmail." Kakashi reluctantly agrees as we travel and reach the land of waves. We get off the boat and start walking in the forest. Sasuke starts to walk ahead, seeing which Naruto runs forward in order to not fall behind Sasuke and throws kunai. Then kunai nearly hits a white rabbit. "Ha! Why the hell is there a white rabbit here in summer?" Suddenly I sense a presence near the tree. Upon raising my head I see giant sword flying towards me. Fuck! I curse inwardly. We duck in order to avoid the sword, the flies, and get stuck on a tree while a man with a mask on his face stands on top of it. Naruto was about to rush forward, but I stop him. Kakashi then says, "If it isn't the Rouge Ninja of village hidden in mist, demon, Zabuza Momochi." Zabuza then replies, "I finally got to see the famous Sharingan, Kakashi Hatake of village hidden in leaves." Hearing which I resolve in my mind, someday I will make my name, Blood Rose, Scarlet famous. Kakashi says, "Things might get problematic now. It seems that I will have to use Sharingan now."
Naruto Tensai's Sharingan.
What is this Sharingan? To which Sasuke replies, "It is a visual eye technique which helps to face ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu, but it is not only limited to it and can do much more." Zabuza then replies, "Well said, it can also analyze and copy opponents' jutsu. When I was in Umbu I used to have your name in my bingo book, the man who copied more than 1,000 jutsu Kakashi." Sakura says, "I didn't know that our sensei was so amazing." Naruto says, "Awesome." Kakashi says, "I will face him while your duty is to guard Tazuna." Zabuza jumps into the water and accumulates chakra and slowly spreads mist using mist village ninjutsu. Kakashi then tells us about Zabuza's identity as former Umbu of village hidden in mist and his dangerous silent killing technique. Zabuza and Kakashi release their killing intent, which makes all of us except me tremble with fear. I release my killing intent to decrease the pressure, which shocks everyone, while Zabuza sees me and says, "Kakashi, it seems that Konoha had a dangerous rookie shinobi this time. I look forward to her future." And suddenly jumps in the middle of us while Kakashi follows. The Zabuza is revealed to be water clone. Zabuza finds out that Kakashi is also water clone himself and realizes that Kakashi might have copied his jutsu right at the beginning and thinks inwardly, he deserves to be called copy ninja. While the real Kakashi appears behind Zabuza and points a kunai at his throat and says, "It's over." Chapter 12, First Fight. Zabuza then replies, "So copied the jutsu at the very beginning and then replaced it with the clone while you were silently watching me from the fog using my own hidden mist jutsu. Not bad, you are good, but this is not enough to deal with me. Do you think I am a fool?" Suddenly the Zabuza in front of Kakashi transforms into water, and Zabuza comes behind Kakashi, seeing which Naruto shouts, "It was a water clone." Zabuza then swings his sword towards Kakashi, which he dodges. He then kicks Kakashi, due to which Sensei falls inside water. All of us get shocked at that scene. Soon Kakashi emerges from the water as he thinks, "Why is the water so heavy?" Then Zabuza comes near Kakashi and performs water prison jutsu, due to which Kakashi-sensei gets trapped inside a water bubble. Kakashi then sighs, going into the water to escape was a big mistake. Zabuza then says, "I'll deal with you later, Kakashi," and performs water clone jutsu. And says, "You think wearing headband makes a ninja? A ninja has to hover between life and death hundreds of times. In other words, only the names of the people who appear in my bingo book are a ninja. In other words, you can't be a ninja." He suddenly appears behind Naruto and takes his headband and stamps it while kicking him. I wanted to help him, but I knew that he will have to face Zabuza to get stronger, or he will be coward for the rest of his life. Naruto was scared and wanted to give up, but he suddenly remembers the performances of Sasuke and Scarlet earlier, and he remembers how he got his headband from Irika-sensei and resolves to become a strong ninja. The air around him changed, seeing which I smiled and thought, "You are finally on the starting point of becoming a ninja, Naruto." Zabuza here refers to water clone. Naruto then attacks Zabuza, to which Zabuza responds by kicking him back. But it can be noticed that Naruto has his headband in hand. Naruto then puts on his headband and says, "Zabuza, then you better write my name on your bingo book because I'm the person who will become the Hokage. I am Naruto Uzumaki of the village hidden in leaves." Hearing which Zabuza shakes violently while Sakura inwardly thinks, since when did Naruto become so cool? As Zabuza was about to hit Naruto, I kick him away and told Naruto, "Naruto, you did well. Leave the rest to Nei-chan," to which he unconsciously nods. Naruto suddenly thinks, oh shit, how can Nei-chan face a Jonin? Before Naruto could say anything I already went to fight. Then facing Zabuza I think, even though I was the queen of guns and knives, the world with chakra is very complicated, I need to be careful. Zabuza then laughs and says, "This is how you play ninja. When I was your age my hands were already stained with blood." Kakashi then says, "Demon Zabuza." To which Zabuza responds by saying, "So you do know about me." Kakashi then tells us, a long time ago Mist Village was known as Blood Mist due to its graduation exam. Naruto then asks, "What graduation exam?" To which Zabuza replies, "Students kill each other." Which makes us all silent. Zabuza then says, "You will have to kill the person you trained all these years in order to graduate. Those days used to be fun." Which makes Naruto angry. Zabuza then appears suddenly near Sasuke and brutally beats him up and was about to go to Naruto as I kick him away and say, "Multiple shadow clone jutsu," and I use my clones to make them have combat with Zabuza, clone, while I disappears in the mist using stealth and erase my presence using power of space. I go to Naruto and ask him to use multiple shadow clone jutsu to fight him distract from me, to which he agrees. While they were fighting I sneak up behind Zabuza and trapped Kakashi and picks up a pair of kunai and shuriken and throws them at Zabuza. In order to escape Zabuza bad to release Kakashi-sensei. While I sigh in relief, Kakashi-sensei rescued, mission accomplished. Chapter 13, Copy Ninja Kakashi. After I rescue Kakashi-sensei, Zabuza gets angry, tries to hit me with the sword which was blocked by Kakashi-sensei. Kakashi and Zabuza fight. Zabuza uses water dragon jutsu, which was used by Kakashi due to the analyzing and copying power of Sharingan. The entire area of the forest gets flooded with water due to their jutsu. I grab Naruto and increase the chakra at my feet in order to stand well. We can see that the two water dragons are clashing continuously, and the water keeps flooding into the forest. Soon Zabuza attacks Kakashi with his sword which he defends with a kunai. Zabuza was really confused. What the hell is going on? Sharingan's power is only to memorize and copy jutsu, but why is he able to execute it at the same time as me? At the same time, a person who appears to have similar age as Naruto with a mask which has a symbol of hidden mist village arrives on the tree and watches the fight. Kakashi again copies the jutsu of Zabuza which made fearful of Kakashi. He saw the shadow of himself in Kakashi. Kakashi-sensei then says, "Water style, water vortex jutsu," and a huge vortex forms and goes towards Zabuza and smashes him. Zabuza gets dragged by the huge water force and drags him for hundreds of meters and then smashes into a tree. While in water Zabuza thinks, "I didn't even complete my jutsu, how the hell did he even do it?" Kakashi then throws 4 kunai which hits both of his arms and legs. Zabuza then asks, "Why? Can you see the future?" Kakashi then says, "Yes, and you are going to die." Suddenly 2 Sinbon needles hit on Zabuza's throat which makes him fall. The person with the mask says, "What you said was true, he really died." Naruto and I, who just came out from the water, get shocked to see Zabuza lying down. Naruto rushes forward and sees the person on the tree. Kakashi then checks pulse on Zabuza's body and confirms, he is certainly dead. The person with the mask comes and says, "Thank you very much. I have been after Zabuza for a long time. Today finally got to kill him." To which Kakashi replies, "That mask. If I am not wrong, you are Tracker Ninja of Village hidden in the mist, right?" To which the man replies, "It seems you are well informed." Naruto then asks, "Tracker Ninja?" To which Sakura replies, "You don't even know about Tracker Ninja. They told us about it in the academy. Tracker Ninja is the ninja who hunts down rogue ninjas like Zabuza who act against the village which raised them and trained them in order to ensure that secrets of the village are not revealed by assassinating name. It is common knowledge, you should study more Naruto." The person in mask says, "You are right, I'm indeed Tracker Ninja of Village hidden in the mist, and I came to assassinate rogue ninja from revealing secrets of the village." Kakashi soon thinks, from height and age we can clearly see that this person's age is similar to that of Naruto. Tracker Ninja, huh? Sure enough, this kid is not ordinary. Naruto suddenly rushes forward and repeatedly sees that person in Zabuza's body and suddenly shouts, "What are you?" Kakashi then says, "Relax Naruto, he is not an enemy." Naruto then says, "I'm not asking about that. I mean that Zabuza was killed. Zabuza was so strong but he died in the hands of a kid who nearly my age. It makes us all look like fools." To which Kakashi replies, "I know Naruto, in this world, there are people who are younger than you and stronger than me. while he glances at Sasuke. Sasuke gets a little angry at this moment. I think it reminded him of his brother. I go Naruto to comfort him as I say, Naruto-chan, talent is one essential thing needed, but it's the only thing that leads to success. You will need to have a strong heart and always learn from mistakes and move forward. I'm sure you'll be a wonderful shinobi then. Naruto soon regains some of his spirits and says, thank you Ne-chan. While Kakashi thinks, why does she have to aid us much wisdom? That person then comes to the ground and holds Zabuza's body and says, your fight here is over, for now, I will take his corpse and dispose of the secrets. Kakashi then tells us, the mission is not yet completed, we have yet to take Tazuna home, let's go. Tazuna then says, you all can rest after reaching my home. We all move forward when Kakashi-sensei suddenly falls down. Chapter 14. Chakra Control. Kakashi-sensei woke up when we were about to enter the room, as I heard Kakashi-sensei talk to Tazuna's daughter-in-law. It seems I won't be able to move my body for a week at least. To which she replies, then you shouldn't move. The four of us enter the room and then Naruto asks, Sensei, are you okay? Then Sakura says, Sensei, you must not use Sharingan if it damages you in this way. Kakashi then says, sorry, I will take care of it. Sakura then asks, Sensei, what's with that person in the mask? Kakashi-sensei tells us about how tracker ninja work and how they ensure to make sure the secrets of the village are not revealed. Kakashi then thinks, even though we just defeated. What's with an unusual feeling of danger? We could see that Sensei was having a troubled expression. Tazuna then asks, Kakashi, what is troubling you so much? Kakashi then asks us, do you remember what that person did with Zabuza's body? To which we replied, he took it away. Kakashi then says, usually tracker ninja destroy the secrets in the spot and take the head as proof, but that person carried a body several times heavier than him. I suspect that he saved him. Besides, the weapon used by him is also questionable. While I think, he is right, if we can use needles at correct acupuncture points we can bring a person to death-like state. Tazuna, so what do you say finally? To which he replies, I am not, then Zabuza is alive. Tazuna then asks, why do you trust your intuition so much? To which Kakashi-sensei replies, a person who has gone through life or death battle will always trust their intuition as it saved their lives many times. Elsewhere we see a person in mask treating Zabuza as he thinks, now I should carefully remove these needles, when suddenly Zabuza moves and removes them. Seeing this, that person says, you should take out carefully, or else you might really die. Zabuza then replies, how long are you keep that fake mask? To which he replies, I didn't wear it for a long time so I forgot. Then we can see a very pretty person in front of us. Zabuza then tries to move, but he can't be. Seeing this, that person replies, I think you can't move for a week. Zabuza then says, you are really pure, clever and untainted, which is what I like about you. To which he replies, I am still a child after all. Kakashi then tells us, well, I will train this 1 week to handle this situation. To which Sakura says, Sensei, how can we and you fight Zabuza? To which Kakashi says, don't forget that it was you guys who helped me this time. Suddenly a small boy comes in from the door. While we wonder who he was, Tazuna says, welcome my grandson Inari. Inari then sees us, says, you better go back or you'll die. Naruto then says, I am the person who will become the Hokage. There is no way I will go back. I will be a hero. To which Inari replies, there are no heroes in real life, and he quickly goes upstairs. We have our lunch. I see Naruto go up and come down with a confused face. Naruto then tells me that he has seen Inari crying upstairs. I tell Naruto, Naruto-chan, we will know but when the right time comes. Meanwhile we must ensure that we can get stronger. To which he nods. We all go to the forest for training. Kakashi-sensei then talks about chakra and tells us that we use hand signs to use the technique with the help of chakra in our body. Kakashi then says, what I am going to teach you is how to correctly use chakra. Although you can use chakra right now, you cannot use chakra accurately at any place you want. We then reach near a place with many trees. Kakashi then says, what we will train now is climbing a tree, without using hands. Which makes Naruto and Sakura shocked. Kakashi then climbs up the tree and stands on the branch upside down and asks us to select a tree and practice. We all select a tree and practice. I see a tall tree, I directly walk on tree and reach the highest branch and stand upside down just like Sensei. While I see down, I could see that Sakura performed well. Although she has not climbed as high as me, it was still very good, while Sasuke and Naruto still had long way to go. Seeing us, Kakashi says, Sasuke, Naruto, you both still have a lot of practice to do. Sake, you are very good. Scarlet, I don't even have words to say about you. Elsewhere we can see Zabuza was sleeping in a bed while the pretty person was taking care of him. Suddenly Gato and 2 men with swords arrive. Gato was about to touch Zabuza as the pretty person stops him and defeats his swordmen and tells him to get out. Zabuza then says, you didn't need to do that, as he reveals a kunai in his hand. The pretty person then sighs and says, not now Zabuza, if we kill him now we will get chased by them again. Zabuza again replies, You are right, not now. I see that Naruto is very exhausted by practice, so was Sasuke, while Sakura was staring at us like monsters. Kakashi then thinks, the three of them have a lot of chakras, while Naruto's chakra is greater than Sasuke and even greater than mine, while his sister. Thinking of me again, he sighs. Her chakra has already surpassed Hokage. I don't think that there are many in the whole elemental nations who can compete with her right now. Why do I have such unusual students? He sighs again. Chapter 15. A Story of a Hero. Naruto and Sasuke were training as usual as I and Sakura have mastered basic chakra control. Kakashi-sensei asked us to guard Tazuna while making of the bridge. I suddenly remember how Kakashi-sensei and Zabuza walked on water while fighting. I decided to try it and asked Sakura to guard for a while, which she didn't mind. I then tried to collect my chakra on my feet and spread it on the water. I wasn't able to stand more than 3 seconds the first time. I began to practice continuously. After 2 hours of hard work, I finally managed to walk on water. If I could somehow manage to stop Nine-Tails' interference, my chakra control will boost by many times. If someone else were to hear this, they would vomit blood. As a rookie, she has chakra control more than a special Jonin and is nearing Jonin level, yet she is not satisfied. Soon I go up to see that someone from the construction team has quit because of Gato. Then I remember, wasn't Uzumaki clan from the Land of Waves? Sure enough, even though I cannot go to Uzumaki village, I could at least extort things from Gato, thinking about which I grin. If anyone from the previous world were to see her grin, they would know that someone is approaching their doom. Tazuna, Sakura and I were returning when Tazuna told us that we are going to buy some vegetables. As we walk, I could see that the land was full of poverty. People were begging on the road. We enter the vegetable shop. All we saw was some stale vegetables. I suddenly sense someone trying to steal my bag, and I break his arm. I then sigh. If it were my usual days, I would have killed him, but this country is so poor that I don't even feel like it. A little comes to Sakura and asks for food. Looking at face and eyes full of innocence, even my heart about melted. I had decided then I will give 40% of the money from Gato, which I will steal to the Land of Waves. We return home and start having dinner when Sasuke and Naruto start competing on who can eat more. I noticed that Inari was always staring at a photo. After dinner, Sakura asks. I noticed that Inari was always staring at the photo. It looks like someone intentionally tore it off. While Tazuna's daughter-in-law replies, he is my husband. When Tazuna replies, he was the hero of our village. When suddenly Inari goes out, his mom follows him. Sakura then asks, what's going on? I inwardly think, I don't why Sakura always likes to meddle in others' business, but still I am also curious. Tazuna then says, Inari had a father that wasn't related to him. Inari used to smile happily before that incident happened to his father. He then starts to cry and tells his story. 3 years ago, Inari was getting bullied by 3 boys as they snatched his dog Pochi and threw it in the river. Inari wanted to help, but he didn't know how to swim. Suddenly they push him inside the river. Inari watches the dog go out of the river as he drowns. Inari wakes up to see a well-built man frying some fishes. Both of them talked with each other and learned each other's situation. That man tells Inari, boy, remember this well, if you are a man then you should live your life without any regrets and protect what's important to you, even if it tough and sad, even at cost of your life. His name was Kaiza. He was a fisherman from another island. Soon they both became very close like father and son, and it didn't take him long for him to become a part of our family. During the rainy season, dam broke which caused flooding of water. Then Kaiza himself swam across the stream and tied it rope and stopped the flooding. Since then, he was known as the hero of the village. But one day Kaiza was beaten up by Gato's men and then killed by them. Since then Inari has become like this. Chapter 16. Zabuza returns. Inside the forest at Zabuza's residence, the person in the mask reveals the mask and reveals his face, which is prettier than most of the girls. He wears casual clothes and moves outside with a basket. I was sleeping on the tree watching over Naruto, who ran out of frustration after listening to Kaiza's story yesterday. Suddenly I notice a pretty person approaching. This must be Haku from my memories, I guess. I think inwardly. Haku was collecting medicine for the replenishment of Zabuza and sees Naruto sleeping on the ground and walks towards him. I could see that Haku was very pure person from the aura he has. Birds were very friendly with him too. Haku goes to Naruto and wakes him up, and I too go to meet them. Haku says, you should not sleep here or you'll catch cold. Naruto then replies, thank you sister, who are you? By the way, what are you doing here? To which Haku replies, I am collecting medicine. I arrive at the spot and Haku was startled by my sudden appearance. Naruto then says, Nei-chan, why are you here? To which I reply, do you really think I could sleep in peace if suddenly leave for the forest in the night like that? So of course, I had to follow you. I ask Haku, since you are collecting medicine, why don't we help you to gather it? Naruto then says, yes, we will help. Haku accepts our help. We collect medicine as Haku asks, what are you doing here early morning? To which Naruto replies, I was training Databayo. Haku then asks, are you both ninja or something? To which Naruto replies, "We are ninja databayo." Then Haku asks, "You are already strong?" Naruto replies, "I want to get stronger and get acknowledged by everyone in the village." Haku then says, "Do you guys have something you want to protect?" I look at Naruto as I nod. Seeing this, Haku smiles while Naruto remembers about Irika, Kakashi, and his team and says, "I do." "Don't worry, you both will become very strong," says Haku. Then Haku leaves as Sasuke arrives. Sasuke and Naruto start competing again while I practice walking on water, which they don't notice. After some time, Kakashi and Sakura arrive as search for us. They see Naruto on the top branch. He acts like he was about to fall, which made them tensed, but he stands on the branch upside down and laughs. But suddenly his grip loosens and he falls down as Sasuke saves him. Sasuke sighs as he says, "He is really a Usura Tonkachi." It means idiot according to Sasuke. Kakashi then thinks, they have grown up. Kakashi then asks, "Where is Scarlet? Why don't I see her?" Naruto then says, "Nei-chan went in that direction." Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, and Kakashi walk in that direction as they arrive near a lake, and get shocked by what they see. They see a beautiful crimson red-haired girl sleeping on the water as if it were earth. Kakashi then mutters, "I didn't expect her chakra control to reach this level. I think even Tsunade will covet her talent and want her to become her disciple." Kakashi then comes to me, wakes me up. I wake up and say, "Good morning." Naruto then replies, "What morning? It's afternoon, Nei-chan." I reply, "Whatever, let's just return." We all return to Tazuna's home and Naruto and Sasuke go to practice again. Elsewhere at Zabuza's home, Zabuza get up as Haku says, "It seems you have almost recovered, Zabuza." Zabuza says, "Yes, let's go, it's time to defeat them." At night, Naruto and Sasuke return all battered up from training. We then eat dinner. Inari then sees Naruto's state and says, "Why do you practice so much? No matter what you do, you can never defeat Gato." As he starts crying, seeing him reminded me of Naruto so much. Naruto then angrily says, "So what will you do if you can't defeat him? You'll just cry." "Whatever, I will not be like you, crybaby." Naruto then goes out. I follow him and hug him in order to comfort him. Meanwhile, Kakashi tells Inari about Mai and Naruto's circumstances, hearing which he gets shocked. Naruto was still asleep when we go with Kakashi-sensei to protect Tazuna at the bridge. We leave Naruto because he needs to recover from the chakra exhaustion. As we reach the bridge, we notice fog appearing, seeing which Kakashi says, as expected, he is still alive. Zabuza sends 6 water clones which were defeated by Sasuke. Seeing this, he says who they improved a bit. The fight between Zabuza and us starts. Chapter 17. Crystal Ice Mirrors. Naruto then goes towards the bridge. In the middle of the forest, he sees a pig cut by a sword and nearby trees cut by a sword. Feeling that something was wrong, he heads back. Meanwhile, Haku was fighting with me and Sasuke as Kakashi-sensei and Zabuza were watching us. I have to say he was very talented for someone of our age. If possible, I will try to save him. Sasuke and I battle him with taijutsu. He was managing to fight with both of us at the same time. At Tazuna's home, 2 swordsmen arrive and made a mess in the house and ask Tazuna's daughter-in-law, "Are Tazuna's daughter-in-law? We need you to come with us." She gets frightened. She suddenly hears Inari's voice, "Mom." She gets frightened and says, "If you do anything to him, I will bite my tongue and kill myself." And she leaves with them. Inari then cries and remembers the words Naruto said, that he was a crybaby, and remembers Kakashi words, then remembers Kaisa's words. He then bravely rushes towards the swordsmen as they say, "It seems you don't want to keep your life," and slash their sword towards Inari. Suddenly they find out that they slashed a log, not Inari. They mutter, "Substitution jutsu." At some distance, we can see Inari and his mom saved by Naruto. Naruto then says, "You did well, Inari. If you didn't delay time, I would not have been able to save your mother." Inari then hugs Naruto and says, "Big brother Naruto." Meanwhile, the 2 swordsmen rush towards Naruto to slash him. Naruto throws 2 shurikens towards them which they deflect with their sword as they laugh. "Haha, do you think these tricks work on us?" Naruto then says, "Idiots." Suddenly 2 clones of Naruto appear behind them and beat them up. Seeing this, Inari says, "Awesome, big brother Naruto." To which Naruto laughs. Of course, it is very easy to understand that Naruto's shadow clone has already transformed into shuriken when it has been thrown. Naruto then giggling says, "It's done." Inari also laughs and says, "Big brother Naruto, you are just like a ninja right now." Naruto then replies, "Are you an idiot? I was a ninja from the very beginning." Then both laugh for some time. Then Naruto then says, "Sorry for calling you crybaby yesterday. You are really strong." Inari then cries, "Big brother Naruto, although I said I won't cry, I am not able to stop my tears." To which Naruto replies, "You idiot, it's all right to cry when you are happy." Naruto then says, "Inari, I will leave things here to you as I will have to rush to the bridge now. Being a hero is not easy at all." Inari replies, "Okay, big brother Naruto," as Naruto goes. Sasuke and I were fighting with Haku. Haku was fast, but due to my space sensitivity and instinct of agent I was easily able to respond to him, but somehow Sasuke was also able to manage to respond. I think it is the sign of the awakening of Sharingan. Haku then does a hand sign with a single hand and says, water style, 1,000 needles of death. The water surrounds in the form of needles. We use quick speed to escape, and have another fight with Haku in which we win. Kakashi then says, Zabuza, don't underestimate them by thinking of them as brats. Scarlet is the best rookie in the village. Sasuke is second, while Sakura is most intelligent rookie other than Scarlet. Last but not the least is our number 1 hyperactive knucklehead ninja, Uzumaki Naruto. Haku then releases cold energy from his body and says, hidden technique, crystal ice mirrors. A large number of crystal mirrors form above me and Sasuke. Haku suddenly gets inside one of the mirrors and starts shooting needles at us. Sasuke gets it very badly while I am covering my body with a layer of chakra. But it does not prevent injuries, only decreases their injuries. Seeing this, Kakashi-sensei tries to interrupt, but is stopped by Zabuza. Sakura then throws a kunai which is caught by Haku, which shocks all of us. Suddenly someone hits Haku with shuriken, due to which he falls down. Haku then says, the number 1 hyperactive knucklehead ninja. Naruto then says, Naruto Uzumaki has arrived, with a showy entrance. Chapter 18. Sacrifice. Naruto then was about to use multiple shadow clone jutsu by shouting it, but Zabuza throws shuriken on him which is intercepted by Haku's needles. Kakashi scolds Naruto for his lack of common sense. To be frank, even I wanted to scold him a little for being so reckless. Haku then decides to take care of Sasuke and me first, then Naruto. Haku comes in and attacks us, seeing which Naruto jumps in, which spoils Sasuke's plan of attacking the same place from inside and outside. Naruto then asks, are you fine, Sasuke, Nei-chan? Sasuke then says angrily, you use Sura Tonkachi, a shinobi is supposed to be careful. Kakashi-sensei then says, what can we do when we have someone like this? He came to help, but he made the situation worse. Sasuke then says, then I guess I will have to destroy these mirrors. He then says, fire style, fireball jutsu, and sprays fire over the mirrors, but they don't melt. Haku then says, something this simple can never melt my ice. Seeing this, Kakashi gets stunned and says, if I am not wrong, his ice is also like my Sharingan, a blood limit. Naruto then says, I have not yet fulfilled my dream, I won't die yet. Which makes him remember his past, where he was sitting on the streets when he meets Zabuza. Haku then says, Zabuza is a very important person for me for the fulfillment of his dream, even if I have to kill him I won't mind. Zabuza then tells Kakashi, I have taught everything I know to that kid. He also developed many of his jutsu, he is the ultimate tool. Naruto then continuously use multiple shadow clone jutsu. I too use it to attack, but it's no use every time our clones exploded and even ended up getting hurt by needles. Kakashi-sensei, seeing our situation, says, I will have to finish this as soon as possible. Kakashi was about to open Sharingan, but Zabuza stops Kakashi from removing the headband from Sharingan. Zabuza then says, do you think you could see the future? I know that Sharingan possessed the power of the Eye of Insight and Eye of Hypnosis. You used Eye of Insight to copy me, while the Eye of Hypnosis to confuse me, get me scared. Zabuza then uses mist technique, due to which the area was covered with dense mist, and says, then the solution is, I will close my eyes and endure that you don't get the chance to use Sharingan. Naruto and I are still using multiple shadow clone jutsu. Sasuke seems to be able to see Haku more clearly. Slowly, when Haku came to attack us both, Sasuke used fireball jutsu on him, which he dodges and stops us from escaping. Sasuke then says, it will fine if we do like this once again. Naruto then was about to use multiple shadow clone jutsu, but Haku immediately throws needles at him, seeing which I cover him and needles hit me. Naruto then says, Nei-chan, are you fine? You are not allowed to harm yourself, even if it is for me. I reply, idiot, if you face any danger then I will be the shield for you. There's no way I will let you face any danger. Naruto and I gather near Sasuke as he says that he can see Haku. I then rush forward to see if can lure him out, but Haku seems to be aware that Sasuke can see him and goes towards Naruto and Sasuke, which I perceive. He then attacks them from a blind spot as they were about to hit them both. You once again act as shield for them. This time I feel very weak. I fall as Sasuke and Naruto stare at me with shock. I realize that I was about to lose consciousness, so I quickly say to Sasuke, although I believe that I cannot die with that stupid thing sealed inside of us. If something happens to me, then please take care of Naru. Then I fall. Chapter 19. Awaken Nine Tails Chakra and Sharingan. Sasuke suddenly feels despair and his are burning with pain. After some time he opens his eyes. We can see that Sasuke has a pair of red-eyed with 2 Tomo on the right side and 1 Tomo at its left side. Meanwhile, Naruto was brimming with anger. His surrounding was filled with peculiar orange chakra, and he was full of killing intent. Seeing this, Haku gets shocked and thinks, is he the same person? What is this chakra? Naruto's wounds slowly heal. Sasuke gets shocked seeing Naruto like this and thinks, Scarlet did say about some stupid thing sealed inside them due to which she may not die, but how can she call something so scary a stupid thing? both Naruto and Sasuke attack Haku and smash all the crystal ice mirrors. Naruto was acting more like a beast than human, seeing which Sasuke gets worried. Naruto gets hold of Haku and then collects some nine-tailed chakra in his hands and punches him. Meanwhile, Zabuza attacks Tazuna. To defend Tazuna, Kakashi takes the attack on himself. Seeing that Kakashi has arrived, Zabuza once again hides in the mist. Suddenly both Kakashi and Zabuza sense very large chakra. Kakashi then realizes that Nine-Tails' chakra is leaking from the seal and says, "Zabuza, it seems we have to finish quickly, or it is not good for both of us." Kakashi then uses the summoning scroll. Haku falls and his mask is broken. Seeing Haku's face, Naruto, who is about to attack, stops and Haku then says, "I am sorry, Zabuza. I could not defeat him," he says to Naruto. "Please kill me. I am no use to Zabuza now." Naruto then hesitates. "Why don't you kill me? I killed your sister, didn't I?" says Haku. Naruto gets angry and punches Haku. Haku then says, "I am now of no use to Zabuza, so please kill me now." Haku's eyes have become very dim. It seemed that he had no interest in living anymore. Naruto then says, "Of all people, why do you have to choose Zabuza, someone who does bad things for Gato for money, as your important person?" Haku then says, "I too had some important people before." Flashback. Haku POV. "I had my mother and father. Although we were not very rich, we were a happy family, but the happiness got destroyed when they found out about secret of my mother and me, that we had blood limit. My mother was killed by those people. I somehow took some of my mother's belongings and then accidentally killed them with my blood limit. Before I realized my father was killed by my hands, I escaped from there. I lived a very lonely life. It was then I realized that most painful thing in the world is the feeling that you are not needed anymore. Then I finally met Zabuza one day. He came to me and said, 'Do you know people like you who are not needed by anyone die like a beggar?' To which I replied, 'You also have the same eyes as me.' Zabuza gets shocked but then asks, 'Do you want to feel needed by someone?' To which I nod. Then Zabuza says, 'Then from now on your ability is mine,' and takes me with him. It was a wonderful feeling that I was finally needed by someone." Naruto then thinks, "I think I would also have become like this if Nei-chan didn't support me." Naruto then says, "Even so, it is very wrong to treat you as a tool." Elsewhere, Kakashi finds Zabuza using his Ninken, ninja dogs, which he summoned from Summoning Scroll. Kakashi then says, "Zabuza, after you failed the assassination of Mizuki in coup d'etat, you took some of your subordinates and are now gathering money for retaliation, even falling as low as working for that vermin Gato." Zabuza then says, "So what? I have my ambition for which I will anything to reach the goal." Kakashi then continues, "Zabuza, do you think I could only survive because of this Sharingan? Now the technique I am about to show you is not a copied one by my original jutsu." He then says, "Lighting style, Raikiri." Chapter 20. A gift from Haku. Inari asks the villagers for help to fight with Sasuke, to which all of them remain hesitant to go but were still inspired by his words. Seeing that no one was coming, Inari hesitates a bit, but then remembers the words Naruto said and confidently goes home. Haku then says, "So Naruto, kill me." Naruto then says, "If we had met in a different manners we will definitely be friends, but unfortunately it is not possible. For Nei-chan I will have to kill you." Haku then says, "Nei-chan, huh? Naruto, can you bring your sister here? I will see if I can do something." Naruto then hesitates but says, "Fine," and brings me to Haku. Haku then checks me for a while and says, "It seems fate has brought us together, Naruto. Your sister 3 chakra natures, 2 of which are water and wind, which I could tell because I'm familiar with them. I don't know the third one though." Haku then says, "Naruto, I belong to the Yuki clan, which is Ice Kekki Genkai, blood limit. There is a forbidden jutsu in our clan which can be used to make anyone with both water and wind nature system inherit our Ice Kekki Genkai, but we have to pay the price that is our chakra coils will be damaged permanently, so we cannot use jutsu anymore." Haku then says, "You don't need to feel bad for me, Naruto. I am about to die anyway. I hope that with this power Scarlet will be able to protect people important to her." Haku then keeps her hands on my stomach and forehead, and then cold energy flows continuously from Haku to me. Soon Haku's face begin to pale. Kakashi then uses Raikiri and rushes towards Zabuza. Haku then says, "Sorry Naruto, it seems I cannot die yet," and with the last remaining chakra in him, he rushes towards Zabuza. What happened then shocked everyone. Kakashi's hand has pierced Haku, which saved Zabuza's life. Zabuza then laughs and says, "He is really a good tool. Even in his death he has helped me deal Kakashi." Kakashi was holding on to Haku and says, "He is dead." Naruto bursts into anger as he was witnessing how Zabuza didn't care about Haku's death. But unknown to him, Zabuza's eyes have lost hope of living. Naruto then says, "Shinobi is not a tool. Shinobi are human too." Sakura then asks Naruto, "Naruto, where is Sasuke?" To which he replies, "He is taking care of Nei-chan." Sakura then feels jealous in her heart, but becomes normal again. Zabuza then fights clumsily with Kakashi and loses senses both his arms as suddenly a kunai stabs his arm. We can see that Gato has arrived with many of men and says, "I am sorry about this, Zabuza, but you are going here. I hire Rouge Ninja because you are cheaper than regular ninja. Really Zabuza, you are not worthy of being called the demon of village hidden in the mist. Zabuza then says, sorry Kakashi, it seems we do not need to fight since I don't need to kill Tazuna now. Gato then says that he owes Haku for breaking his arm and kicks Haku's face. Naruto gets enraged and says with tears in his eyes, Oi Zabuza, isn't he as your teammate, why don't you care for him? Did you know that for you to reach your goal he was determined to do anything, and he even sacrificed his own life for you, how can you be? He was suddenly interrupted by Zabuza. Stop. Don't say any more, says Zabuza as tears fall from his eyes. Zabuza says, Haku was too kind. I am glad we could fight you in the end. He then removes the bandages on his mouth and asks Naruto to give him a kunai, which Naruto throws at him. He catches the kunai with his mouth and rushes towards Gato. Gato sends his men to kill Zabuza, but they fail to stop him as Zabuza goes towards Gato and kills the men in his ways. While going to Gato he suffers some wounds. He reaches Gato and slashes the kunai at him. Suddenly 6 swords are plunged into Zabuza. He kicks them aside and finally cuts Gato's throat and falls. Now I slowly wake up and I witness that in front of me there were few men with swords in their hand and Naruto, Kakashi-sensei and Sakura. Sasuke was beside me. He then tells me everything that happened, which shocked me. I feel depressed that I could not save a pure person like Haku, but gradually recover. Then I ask, where is Haku? He then points ahead and shows the place to me. I slowly go there. Meanwhile Naruto, Kakashi with their clones and the villagers fight the remaining thugs and make them leave the country. I go and sit near Haku's body and say, thank you for your gift Haku. I promise you I will ensure that the ice that I inherited from you will always remain pure just like you. I will never use my ice to kill anyone. Zabuza, who was brought here by Kakashi, says, thank you kid, I am relieved that it is you who inherited it. Although you are not pure like Haku, I can feel that you are a very good person. I will tell you the location of our home so that you can get scrolls of ice release. To which I reply, thank you. Suddenly it starts snowing, which shocks everyone. Zabuza then says, are you crying Haku? You have always been at my side, at least in death. Now I can be at your side. Haku, although I know it might not be possible, I want to the same place as you. Zabuza then closes his eyes. Kakashi then says, you will. In the evening time, we were visiting the graves of Haku and Zabuza. Sakura then asks, Sensei, is what they said truly? Are shinobi nothing more than tools? Naruto then says, I don't like it. Sasuke asks, do you too Sensei? To which Kakashi then says, well, according to the definition it is true, but most of the ninja spend their life figuring about it. Naruto then says, okay, I have now decided. I will walk on my way of the ninja, in a straight manner in which I won't regret anything, hearing which we smile. Chapter 21. Robbing Gato's property. We then plan to stay at the Land of Waves until the bridge is finished. It was 3 days before the completion of the bridge that I finally decided to rob Gato's property for future use. Of course, I will donate 40% to the village in the Land of Waves though. It was night and everyone was asleep. I quickly use Shadow Clone Jutsu and make my clone sleep in my place while I go stealing. It's been a long time since I did stuff like these. I am excited. I use my space power to hide my presence and quickly go to Zabuza's home from the location he told me before his death. I quickly reach the location by jumping on the branches of trees in the forest. I have to say it was quite a hideout. Although it was far in the forest, it was built with all the necessary facilities and style. I then go inside the house and search for scrolls. I then find a lot of money collected by Zabuza, although I wanted money but decided to give it to Mizuki, Terumi May, when I meet her in the future, as Zabuza collected it for development of village hidden in the mist. Then I search every place and find many scrolls related to water and ice release. There were some forbidden jutsu too. I realized that these must have been stolen by Zabuza from the village hidden in the mist. I struck jackpot this time. I search and find some documents in it. As I see the documents, I found the map for Gato's hideout. I sigh finally. I then say, it's robbing time, as I laugh sinisterly. I then erase all traces and then decided that it will be one of my hideouts in the future. I quickly follow the map and go further deep into the forest to find Gato's hideout. I finally reach that place. I quickly hide my presence and then gather information using the shadow clone. After the clones disappeared, I received information from them. It seems that Gato's partner Sakazuki has taken over all of Gato's property. Nearly 20 men are protecting the hideout. I then use shadow clone jutsu and make 16 clones, as there were 16 clones outside the hideout. I order my clones to get to respective positions and make the 16 guards faint. Then I dissipate my clones and silently go inside. Inside the home, 2 people were talking while drinking alcohol. One was in the bathroom while the other was walking. Sakazuki was sleeping in his room. I quickly make the 2 drunk people faint and quickly rush towards the person walking and hit him hard and make him faint. The person from the bathroom comes out, but I make him faint. I finally relax, think, Sakazuki, it's time for you to return my money. Then I go towards Sakazuki who was sleeping and make him fall in genjutsu and slowly make him tell the location of assets of Gato. I then fall in dilemma about keeping him alive or killing him. I decide to kill him in the end as he might trouble the villagers as Gato did. I then collect the assets of Gato. I was shocked when I witnessed his wealth. He alone had wealth more than 2 villages combined. I quickly seal 60% of his wealth and his properties in a scroll, and the remaining 40% of his properties in another scroll. I then search for any ninja-related items. I then find some scrolls regarding basic Fuinjutsu, sealing jutsu, which probably belong to Uzumaki clan. I keep them with me, then I quickly leave this place and return to home and sleep in place my clone slept till now. A day before we leave I called Tazuna to meet me outside. After he came I gave him the money from the scroll and told him to use it for the development of the village. He then thanks me very much. I warn him not to misuse it, or else I will kill him as I released slight killing intent. He got frightened as he sweated a lot. Finally, I told him not to tell about this to Kakashi. If he tells Kakashi may collect fees required for A-rank mission, hearing which he quickly dissipates any ideas of telling about money to Kakashi. Finally, we leave the land of waves. Naruto cried when we were leaving, so was Inari. They have become as close as brothers. Tazuna decided to name the bridge, the Great Naruto Bridge. After hearing about it, I also plan to make a place by my name. We go back to our village. Chapter 22, Chunin Exam. After we return to the village, I regularly practice the basics of Fuinjutsu, and being a pure Uzumaki, I can do seals better than peers. I look forward to the awakening of my adamantium chains. We then go to several missions, usually D-rank ones, and the rivalry between Sasuke and Naruto increases and Sasuke gets more hungry for power. We complete today's mission of weeding weeds, which Naruto completely messed up by weeding some useful herbs. Then we did another mission of catching fishes, and finally we return to the village. Kakashi-sensei then goes to report the completion of the mission. Sasuke says he will go to practice, to which Sakura says with anticipation, "Sasuke-kun, why don't we go on a date?" To which Sasuke replies, "You better go and practice. In our team you are who is most useless. Even Naruto is stronger than you now." Which makes Sakura depressed. Due to my early preaching, Naruto is now not fascinated with Sakura like before, which relieved me. Now as we were talking, suddenly a square-shaped rock appears and follows Naruto. I immediately recognize it as Konohamaru. Can't be a little creative, since when did rectangular-shaped rock with 2 holes casually appear in streets? They keep running around, which irritated me, so I say, "Konohamaru, Naruto, stop it, don't you get tired?" Konohamaru then says, as expected of boss's sister, she easily saw through us, and releases a lot of smoke. As smoke disappears we can see 3 kids, as a girl with orange hair and goggles on her says, with adult sexiness, "I am Moegi of senior class of Kunoichi preschool," while a brown-haired kid wearing round spectacles and having goggles on his head says, "I love factoring, udon." Then Konohamaru says, "I am the best ninja in the village, Konohamaru." Then say together the 3 of us, Konohamaru gang. I got reminded of Team Rocket seeing their antics. Naruto then says, as expected it was Konohamaru gang. Konohamaru then asks, "Big brother Naruto, why are so cold to us these days?" Naruto then says, "I am training these days." Inwardly he thinks, I must not play with them, else I will get stuck with them for an entire day. Konohamaru then says, "Big brother Naruto, let us play ninja." To which Sakura, who was walking towards us, says with an as depressed face says, Why would someone who is already a ninja play ninja?" And inwardly thinks, Sasuke says I am weaker than this guy. Konohamaru then says, "Big brother Naruto, who is she?" To which he replies, "She is one of my teammates, Sakura." I then smile with a devilish grin and say, "Konohamaru, did you know your boss used to have a crush on her?" To which Konohamaru reveals a surprised expression and says, "Boss, I didn't know your vision was so bad. What did you even see in this girl with an ugly face and broad forehead?" Sakura then makes a scary face and runs towards us, which scares them and they run. I suddenly sense some powerful presences, so I quickly use my power of space and conceal M6 presence and go towards them. I then see that there was a girl and a boy on the road, while Sasuke was on the tree and a red-haired boy was on the upper branch. That must be Gaara. 8 realize, and I quickly climb to a higher branch than him while keeping my stealth. Suddenly Konohamaru crashes onto the boy, who is probably Konkuro. Konkuro then lifts Konohamaru and is about to beat him as Naruto rushes towards him, but Konkuro moves his fingers and Naruto fall down. I think he used chakra threads to make him fall. He was about to beat Konohamaru as Sasuke throws a stone on his hand and makes him put Konohamaru down. Sasuke then says, "What do you think you are doing in other villages?" I have to say Sasuke naturally knows how to act cool. Everyone there blushed at the sight of him. Konkuro then removes the bandages of his puppet. The blonde girl Tamari shockingly says, "Konkuro, don't tell me you are going to use Crow." Suddenly Gaara says, "Stop it, Konkuro, you are a disgrace to the village." His sudden appearance shocks everyone while Tamari and Konkuro were sweating with fear. Elsewhere, the Hokage conducts a meeting with all Jonin and says, "It might be sudden, but I announce the beginning of Chunin exams." Chapter 23, New Rivals. Konkuro immediately says, "Gaara, they were the ones who started first." Gaara immediately says, "Shut, I will kill you." Konkuro then replies, "I am sorry, Gaara. I was wrong, please forgive me." I then appear from the above branch towards Gaara and say, "You shouldn't be so strict towards your teammates, especially if they are your siblings, don't you think so?" I then slowly whisper, "Fellow Jinchuriki." Gaara gets shocked and his eyes tremble. Others also get shocked about how I had remained hidden in front of them. Gaara then immediately concludes, "This black-haired boy is good, but this red-haired girl is danger." My instinct is saying to run away from her. He then comes down as they go to the village. Sakura then asks, "You are shinobi of village hidden in the sand, right? Although we are allies, we cannot enter each other's village without permission." I replied, "Don't care, Sakura. They came here for Chunin exams." They walk away when Sasuke asks, "Oi, what is your name?" Then Temari turns and asks, "Are you asking me?" To which he replies, "No, the one behind you with the gourd." Then Gaara replies, "Gaara, I am interested in both of you too, but she is too scary, just your name." He then says, "I am Uchiha Sasuke." Meanwhile, I sense someone spying on us from an adjacent tree. I write something on a paper and tie it to a shuriken and throw it towards them while facing my team. On top, the tree 3 members were discussing as they say, "The red-haired brat and the Uchiha brat are good, but that is indeed little scary," when they suddenly a shuriken falling beside them with a note. They read the note and it states, "If you have any questions, bad ideas about my team, then you are welcome to die by my hands. Your death, Scarlet." They again say, "She is too scary. I will try not to meet her." In Hokage's office, Hokage calls Kakashi, Asuma, and Kurenai and asks them, "Are there anyone in your team who you would like to recommend?" To which Kakashi replies, "I, Kakashi Hatake, recommend Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto Uzumaki, Scarlet Uzumaki, and Sakura Haruno." Similarly, Asuma and Kurenai also recommend all their members. All the other shinobi get shocked. This time 10 rookies are participating in the Chunin exams. Iruka then strongly opposes it by saying that they are not ready. Kakashi then says, "They are not your students anymore, but they are my subordinates and I decide for them." Sarutobi then says, "Don't worry, for this reason I decided to conduct preliminary round first." We were all waiting for Kakashi-sensei as he appears. "You are late," shouts Naruto and Sakura. To which he replies, "I got lost in my path of life." To which I, who was already irritated by waiting for reply, "What kind stupid path are you taking in your life that you got, sensei?" To which he smiled in embarrassment and he handed over the application for the Chunin exam to us and said that those who wanted to participate in the Chunin exam can participate. We take a day for preparation, and on that day all of us were attacked by someone unknown man. Sakura, Naruto and Sasuke successfully defeated him. The chakra was also coming towards me, which I immediately recognize as Iruka's chakra. The man comes towards me, then I say, "Iruka-sensei, you should learn to hide your chakra better if you want to fool me." Iruka then replies, "I should be a fool to even want to test you. Well, it's just I was getting worried for all of you about Chunin exam." "Iruka-sensei, you can just sit and enjoy the show databane," I reply to him. Next day we go to the exam center. There we witness shinobi of many regions. At the entrance of the second floor, 2 people were fighting with a boy in a green dress. When we reached near them I say, "Excuse me, but we need to go to the upper floor, can move aside." They then say, "This the 3rd floor, where else do you want to go?" Then I say, "Oh, there may be genjutsu or something which is confusing you. I am only affected by high-level genjutsu remaining. I just ignore it, so I didn't see it, so you better get lost before you piss me off." Then I get closer to them and say, "By the way, your disguise is not perfect, so don't get too confident." Saying this I step back, when suddenly the boy on the ground suddenly appears near Sakura, which stuns us all. Sasuke then says, he cannot be underestimated." That guy says, "I am Rock Lee, you are Sakura, right? Will you go out with me? I promise you I will take care of you for life." For which Sakura immediately replies, "No, you are too intense. Besides, why did you propose to me, not to Scarlet, who is #1 beauty of Konoha?" To which Lee replies, "She is too scary." To which I smile and reply, "I am that scary, Lee." Seeing my smile, he felt as if he had the devil and shivers and immediately replies, No, how can you be scary? You are the most beautiful person in Konoha." To which I reply, "You better remember that." To which he nods. A boy with long brown hair and white eyes asks me and Sasuke, "Hey, what are your names?" To which I reply, "If you don't know my name, then with such lack of information regarding your juniors, I don't think you are qualified to be shinobi. You can get lost." And then we move ahead. Naruto then says, "You were cool, Nei-chan." To which I reply, "I don't like him, he is too arrogant." Sasuke then thinks, "There are so many monsters gathering here, but the biggest monster is in my team. while remembering Scarlet. Chapter 24, Rock Lee. After we go, Niji whispers, Scarlet Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. Then Tenten asks, do they both concern you? Niji then replies, Scarlet gives a feeling of danger. I am not concerned about Sasuke that much though. Lee then goes to fight Sasuke. Lee then challenges Sasuke, which makes Naruto irritated as everyone is asking about Sasuke but not him. Naruto then goes to punch Lee. Lee easily makes him fall by hitting Naruto's hand. Lee then says, you are not my match Naruto, please move aside. But does not listen. Lee was about to kick Naruto when I suddenly appear near Naruto and stop Lee's leg with my hand. I turn to Naruto and say, Naruto, you are not his match for now. His taijutsu is nearly as strong as mine, and perhaps will surpass me in future. No, maybe he already surpasses me if he uses Hashiman Tonku, 8 inner gates, she thought. To think that the special gymnastics taught my master, previous life, has surpassed by someone this guy must have worked hard. I then take Naruto back as Sasuke and Lee begin the fight while had a serious expression. Sasuke had exited expression while Lee had a serious face. Sasuke runs and punches Lee when Lee suddenly disappears. Lee inwardly thinks, Guy-sensei, forgive me, I might have to use that technique. Lee then says, Konoha Hurricane, and hits on Sasuke's face which he was guarding with his hands after circulating in the air. Sasuke gets angry and says, how was he able to hit me? Was it ninjutsu or genjutsu? It seems that it's time to use that, says Sasuke with a grin and opens his Sharingan. This time he was able to see Lee's movements. Lee immediately disappears and appears before Sasuke and kicks him in the air. Sasuke stares at Lee dumbfoundedly. Lee then says, Sharingan ha, so what if you see my movements but your body will not be able to react to it? Remember Sasuke, there are 2 types of genius, one is inborn talent while other is genius of hard work. I am the second type. Lee continues, you may be able to copy and perform ninjutsu and genjutsu, but what about taijutsu? Sasuke once again attacks Lee while says, so your Sharingan and my taijutsu are the worst combinations. Lee then kicks Sasuke into the air and then he flies into air wanting to perform a taijutsu technique when suddenly a dart stops Lee. Lee then comes down while Sakura catches Sasuke, while Naruto was shocked thinking that Sasuke was defeated. A turtle with pink and little yellow shell was there in front of Lee. Lee then hesitatingly says, did you see that right now? The turtle then says, you know that technique is prohibited from using, right? Naruto gets shocked, and seeing that Lee is getting scolded he speculates that the turtle is Lee's sensei. He quickly turns to me and says, Nei-chan, that's a turtle, right? To which I reply, isn't that visible? Nei-chan, can turtle also become sensei? To which I reply, that's probably his sensei summon Naruto, like how our sensei has Pakken. Naruto then says, now I understand Nei-chan. The turtle scolds Lee and says, do you understand your mistake now? To which Lee replies, yes. So I will call Guy-sensei now. Now will you, Guy-sensei, says the turtle. Then a green man wearing green spandex arrives saying, you are all enjoying the power of youth, aren't you? Sakura, Sasuke, Naruto and I get dumbstruck by seeing his appearance while Naruto says, a more intense guy has appeared. Sakura and Naruto then say, so intense, the extreme bowl cut, those are incredible raging brows. Lee then shouts angrily, you guys don't mock Guy-sensei. Naruto then says, what did say? I here don't even know how to react with strange things appearing one after another. Guy-sensei then says, Lee, stop it. Lee then says, okay, when he suddenly gets punched by Guy-sensei, which shocks all of us. Lee and Guy suddenly get tears in their eyes and hug each other like it was some melodramatic drama scene. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and I don't even know how to react at that while Sasuke laments, I lost to a guy like that. Guy then says, this is youth, Lee. Mistakes are common in youth. To which Lee says, you are too kind, Guy-sensei. Guy then says, now run 100 rounds around the village as your punishment. Naruto then stops them while Sakura says, what are going to do about Chunin, exams time is about to run out. Guy then says, oh, you are right. And then continues, Lee, you are going to take the punishment after the Chunin exams. Guy then sees us and thinks, if I am not wrong, they are Kakashi's team. Guy then asks, by the way, how is Kakashi? To which Sasuke says, you know Kakashi? To which Guy replies, of people call us eternal rivals. Which Naruto does not believe. Lee then shouts angrily, Guy-sensei is strong. Guy then says, leave it, some things are better done than said. Guy then suddenly disappears and appears behind us. Before the of them could react, I already put a kunai near Guy's neck. Don't you think scaring your juniors is a bad thing to do, Guy-sensei? I said. I just wanted to see how Kakashi's team was. Besides, I watched your taijutsu even surpassed Lee. Why don't you train under me? In this village no one is better in taijutsu than me, says Guy-sensei. To which I reply, no thanks, Guy-sensei. I am girl, Guy-sensei, I don't want to develop muscles by overtraining like you, but for further training of taijutsu I plan to accept Tsunade as my master. To which Guy reveals a shocked expression and says, She has been out of the village for a long time. Besides, even if you find her, she may not accept you as her disciple. Hearing this, I smile and say, Guy-sensei, in this I have the highest chakra control in the village, so she will take me if not. Revealing a devilish grin, I say, I have my methods to force her into accepting me as her disciple. Everyone present gets goosebumps seeing my grin. The guy thinks, how when two devils meet, I don't know what the result will be. Finally, the guy leaves and Lee, while leaving, says, Sasuke, I am not the strongest in my team. My target is my teammate Hyuga Niji. He then turns towards me and says, someday I will surpass you. Sasuke then gets depressed. Naruto, seeing this, says, oh, so the great Uchiha clan can also get defeated. Sasuke becomes angrier. Naruto then says, did you see his hands, Sasuke? It was full of wounds and bruises. He probably practiced more than you ever did. Did you? Every time Nachon comes home, her clothes are full of blood, but she always smiles at me, not revealing any pain. She always says a person can grow in life and death battle, and always risks her life to get stronger, but never lets any harm come to me, and says, when it is right time I will train you, Naruto. For now, all you need to do is enjoy your childhood. Do you know much it pains for me to see her like that, but the results are clear now, Sasuke? No one among the genin dares to challenge her. See, Sasuke, sometimes there will be people who are stronger than, but if that makes you too depressed, then you are not fit to be my rival, Sasuke. Sasuke then slowly recovers and says, the Chunin exams are becoming more and more fun, let's go. Seeing that he is fine, we all smile and move towards the exam hall. Chapter 25. Meeting Old Friends. We then walk towards the door when we see Kakashi-sensei there. He then says, it seems Sakura did not quit. Congratulations, you are now eligible for Chunin exams. To which Naruto asks, what do you mean, sensei? I lied to you. Only when the entire team is present you can participate in Chunin exams, says Kakashi-sensei. Naruto asks, sensei, what would have happened if only 3 of us would have come? To which he replies, of course you won't be able to participate in Chunin exams. Naruto says, I am glad we all came to Chunin exams. Kakashi-sensei then says, Naruto, Scarlet, Sasuke, Sakura, you are my team and I am proud of you. Now go. Then we all enter from the door and we see that there were more than 100 people in the room. Seeing us coming in, all of them were staring at us, and I sense some lustful glances coming towards me. I sense them and I immediately release some killing intent and said with a high tone, so many people are staring at me, don't you want to keep your eyes? Don't worry, I heard that many people need eyes and medical ninja are giving good prices for it too. So after I gouge your eyes out, I will sell them and give half money to you. Remaining amount I will collect it as fees for removing your eyes. The guys who are having their eyes removed are lucky, as the last thing they ever see will be the beautiful me. The squad who was glancing me with lustful glances escaped out the room while others stopped staring and were minding their own business. Suddenly a blonde girl with pale blue eyes, Ino Yamanaka, comes and hugs Sasuke from behind. While a boy with black hair having a sleepy expression comes, Shikamaru Nara, and a fat boy with brown hair, Akimichi Choji, also comes while eating chips. Seeing them, Naruto says, oh, the 3 idiots team had arrived. Shikamaru then says, stop calling us that, it's troublesome. Suddenly from other side a boy with a dog on his head and having red paint on his face, Inazuka Kiba, and his dog Akamaru came. Beside him were a girl with pure white eyes, Hyuga Hinata, and a boy wearing a coat and black specs, Aburame Shino, arrived. Seeing this, Shikamaru says, he says, so even they have arrived, it seems that all the 10 rookies have come to Chunin exams. While we were talking, a boy with silver hair comes to us and says, you must be rookie 10, right? I'm Yakushi Kabuto. Can you stop behaving as you have come for picnic? You see, those people have come from the village hidden in rain, they have short temper. I'm reminding you so that you will not get bullied. I then remembered him as one of the main bosses in the 4th Ninja War. I immediately wanted to kill him but restrained myself. Then I said, who in this room dares to bully us? Seeing that no one was responding, I say to Kabuto, there are only 4 or 5 people in this room who I cannot kill with my current strength, with you being one of them, so tell me, what do you want? To which he replies with sweat on his forehead, nothing, I just wanted to check on my lovely juniors. Sakura then asks Kabuto, do you know about Chunin exam? Of course I know, I am writing it for the 6th time now, said Kabuto. Sasuke then says, then do you also have information about people? To which Kabuto nods. Sasuke then asks, tell me about Rock Lee and Gaara. Oh, so you already know the names, then it will make things easier, says Kabuto. Kabuto then searches and finally finds the required information and says, Rock Lee, 1 year older than you, completed 20 D rank missions, 11 C rank missions, squad leader is Guy, teammates are 10-10, Hyuga Niji, is proficient in taijutsu but sucks in other skills. Next one is Gaara of the Sand, did 8 C rank mission, 1 B rank mission. I don't have any other information, but I know that he has returned unharmed in all the missions. This information scares them as they start to lose confidence. Naruto was shaking, which made Sakura worry as she was about to console Naruto. Naruto, filled with excitement, says, All of you listen, I am not going to lose to any of you. Which shocks the rookie 10 members, while other village people considered him an idiot. Suddenly a person moved between us which annoyed me. I took a poison which I made based on my past memories and sprinkled on that moving person's leg. It was a poison which slowly decays the body. If not removed within 3 months, the part on which it is sprinkled will completely decay. It is a poison which shows effect within 2 minutes, but keeps on affecting for 3 months. Suddenly a man attacks Kabuto, but he dodges as that man's punch was just a little distance from his face, but suddenly Kabuto's specs break, and he falls down. Which shocks everyone. Suddenly a man with 2 scars on his face appears and says, I am the one who will conduct the first exam for you. I am Marino Ibiki, Chapter 26, First Exam. Ibiki then says, you people of village hidden in sound, don't do as you please or else you will be failed. To which they reply, sorry, it is our first time, so we got agitated. Ibiki then says, I will tell you guys now, if anyone in this exams fights, if will immediately disqualify them. The people from the village hidden in the rain move when suddenly one of them falls and shouts very loudly. Ibiki asks, what happens? To which he replies, it seems I have been poisoned. I then say, Mr. Ibiki, I was playing with my poison a while ago. I think that stupid guy somehow applied it by mistake. The person of the sound village then thinks, when did this girl apply poison on me? No way she can sense us at that speed. He then asks, how did you apply poison when I was moving so fast? I then play innocent. What do you mean by that? I was just playing. It was you who could not control your movement due to fast speed and got yourself poisoned. Don't worry, you still have 3 months before you lose your leg. Probably the person who inserted the sound devices in your body can cure you. If not, just ask him to make a mechanical leg. Ibiki then says, everyone comes and collects your token and sits on desk based on the number on the token. The first exam is a paper test. Naruto screams in fear listening to it. Soon all of us sit in the order. Naruto then gets tensed. Hinata, who was sitting beside her, says to Naruto, let us do our best, Naruto, to which he nods and thinks, since when did Hinata? She has no presence at all. Ibiki then says, there's some important rules in the first exam. I won't repeat them, so listen carefully. The first rule, you will be given 10 points and given 10 questions. For each wrong answer you'll have to deduct a point. The second rule, pass or fail will be decided by the result of the team. So if you pass and teammate fails, then you fail. And if anyone in a team gets 0, they fail. By the way, the last question will be given in last 15 minutes. Now start the exam. I then see that both Sakura and Sasuke are staring at Naruto. I signal to them that I am going to take care of it, which relieved them. They gave us problems based on trigonometry and advanced geometry, which is a piece of cake for me based on my knowledge from the earth. I quickly complete my 9 questions within 10 minutes and see that both Sasuke and Sakura have not written anything yet, and then signal them to copy my answers. Soon everyone realizes that the exam is about information gathering and start to copy. Naruto gets fully tensed and thinks that he can only cheat now. Hinata then offers to show her paper to Naruto, but suddenly the boy on the next seat to Naruto gets caught, which makes him tense again. As he did not want Hinata to encounter any trouble, he refused to copy. By now Sasuke and Sakura have completed the exam. Now Naruto was the only one left. 9 in our team. Slowly nearly 15 teams get eliminated for copying. I then think, since only 2 points are deducted for copying, why not give it to him directly? I then stand up and say, hey listen you idiots, you can deduct 2 points from me now as I'm going to help someone now. And I move towards Naruto and take his paper and write the answers and return it to him. While returning it to him I say, Naruto, have faith in yourself. While all the examiners and genins are dumbfounded by what I did, I then say, why are you staring like that? I followed the instructions perfectly, and go to sit at my place. We all wait for the last question. Ibiki then says, now I am going to say the last question, but there is going to be a hopeless rule for this question. Outside Kakashi, Asuma and Kurenai are talking with each other. Asuma then says, this year's examiner for the first exam is that Marino Ibiki. Kakashi then says, that sadist huh? Kurenai then asks, sadist? To which Asuma replies, Kurenai, you are still a rookie jonin so you don't know about it, but Marino Ibiki is the Umbu squad captain for torture and interrogation. Asuma then days, the genin will be fine physically, but they will be mentally tortured. Ibiki then continues, there is a special rule that is anyone who does not answer the 10th question will get 0 points and their team will fail. Another rule is that those who answer the question wrongly will forever have their privilege of Chunin exam revoked. So what will you choose? Everyone suddenly gets tensed. I see that Naruto is having a lot of sweat on his forehead. I then say, Naruto, always do what you want. Don't get swayed in your path because of some idiots like that. Besides, even if he revokes right to Chunin exam, I have many ways make him revoke that order. Else I can even assassinate him within 2 years. So don't get tense, Naruto. While everyone was shocked at my bold words, Ibiki's head was full of sweat as he could see that I was not joking. He then thinks, since when did Scarlet become so dangerous? Naruto then regains his confidence and says, even if I'm going to stay genin, I will become the Hokage, so I'm taking this test. Soon many people regain their confidence because of this session by me and Naruto. Ibiki then thinks 79 members are left. This pair of siblings completely messed up with my exam. He then announces, all of you have passed the first test. Sakura then asks, what about the 10th question? To which he says, oh, there is no 10th question. The first 9 questions were to test your information gathering skill, while the last was to test your resolve, as there are many cases where anything may happen in a mission when you are a Chunin, but you will still have to do the mission. Fools with no determination cannot become Chunin. I wish you good luck. Suddenly someone arrives in by breaking the window. She, a lady with purple hair, she says, don't dare to relax because I am the examiner of the second test of Chunin exam. Now follow me. She then says, Ibiki, you let 79 members past, it seems you went too soft on them. To which he replies, no, they were pretty good. Enko then says, whatever, I am going to eliminate more than half of them anyway, which shocks everyone. Enko then continues, so all you along with your Jonin sensei are going to come to the second exam venue. Now dismissed. Soon all of us follow her as she takes somewhere which is like a huge forest. Naruto then asks, what is this place? To which she replies, Forest of Death. Chapter 27, Second Exam. Naruto was staring at the forest while Sakura says, don't you guys feel that this place is creepy? Enko then says, this place is known as Forest of Death. You guys will understand soon why. Naruto then imitates Enko in a very funny manner and says, no matter how much you try to scare us, we will not be scared. Enko then smiles and says, really, you are very energetic. Enko suddenly throws a kunai which passes from his cheek and cuts a strand of hair of a girl, who I assume to be Orochimaru. Enko then suddenly arrives behind Naruto while that girl, Orochimaru, and I appear behind Enko. While the girl passes the kunai in her hand to Enko, I snatch it and make a slash on Enko's cheek. Enko then says, don't appear behind me unless you want to die young. The girl, Orochimaru, then replies, you see, the smell of blood excited me while I was also upset because of having my precious hair cut. While I say, you see, I don't like to keep debt, so I returned you the favor for slashing my brother's cheek. While I release a bit killing intent which makes the girl, Orochimaru, excited as she thinks, I just can't wait to start the exam, while Enko thinks, this girl, how can she have more killing intent than me? Enko then says, we will deal with each other later, to which I reply, sure, but you have killed enough people yet, Enko-san. Sakura was shocked as she thinks, now I finally understand why other Genins was hesitant to fight Scarlet. She is too scary for anyone to face, but why I didn't realize this till now. And the other girl, Orochimaru, too was scary. Enko then says, looks like there are a lot of hot-headed people here this time. Naruto then thinks inwardly, you are the most hot-headed one here. Then Enko goes forward and says, now before we begin the exam, you all need to fill these consent forms. Naruto then asks, why? To which Enko replies, because from now on people will die and I don't want to be held responsible for it, you know. Enko then says, now I explain about the second exam. It is a survival match. I will first explain the grounds to you. The 44th training ground area is a circular region surrounded by 44 locked gate entrances. There is also a river, a forest, a tower in the middle. The tower is approximately 10 kilometers away from gates. Inside this limited space you will have to go through a certain survival program. That program consists of a competition where anything goes over these scrolls. The scrolls are the Scroll of Heaven and Scroll of Earth. You will fight over these scrolls. A total of 26 teams have passed the first round, so half of them will get the Scroll of Heaven while the other half will get a Scroll of Earth. Simply speaking, you need to fight over these. Sasuke then asks, so, what do we need to pass? To which Enko replies, bring the Scroll of Heaven and Earth to the tower with your teammates. Sakura then says, in other words, the 13 teams that get their scroll stolen will fail. Enko replies, yeah, but it has time limit, you see. The second exam has a time limit of 120 hours. Choji then asks, what about the food? Sure enough, this guy always thinks about food, I thought. Scourge it yourself. The forest is the treasure house of nature. There should be plenty of food, says Enko. And also, as a rule, you are not allowed to give up. You will have to spend 5 days in the forest. So here are the conditions for the exam. First, a team that cannot bring both the scrolls along with their teammates will fail. Second, the team that loses a teammate or produces an unrecoverable teammate will fail. As a note, I'm going to tell you this. You are not allowed to look inside the scrolls until you reach the tower. Naruto then asks, what will happen if we look before we reach the tower? Enko says, that will be a surprise for you. So after you submit your consent forms, everyone will begin at the same time. And a last piece of advice, don't die. We then submit our consent form and take the scroll. I then secretly made a shadow clone and transformed it into our scroll and give it to Naruto, while I was keeping the original one. All of us now enter the forest. From the way others behaved, I could easily conclude that many people were targeting us rookies, and there is also Orochimaru. I was having a headache just thinking about that pedophile. We begin to get nervous as sounds were coming from all over the forest. It seems others have already begun fighting. Naruto then gets tensed and said that going to pee. Sakura told him to go a little distance before he pees. Naruto then returns, but based on the chakra signature, I could easily tell he was an imposer. Sasuke then suddenly kicks the imposer and starts to beat him more cruelly. Sasuke then says, "Look carefully, Sakura, he is an imposer." Naruto had a wound on his face. "Besides, if I beat Naruto up like that, do you think Scarlet will keep me alive?" Sakura then says, that's true." The imposer finally removes his disguise and comes to attack us. Chapter 28. Panic in the Forest. The imposer then rushes towards Sasuke. Sasuke then jumps and uses fire style, Phoenix Flame Jutsu, but the imposer jumps and escapes them easily. Sasuke and the imposer clash using kunai and the result was a draw. Sasuke then sees Naruto and throws the kunai to rescue him. Naruto escapes, but meanwhile the imposer caught Sasuke off guard and asks Sasuke to hand over the scroll. I then get irritated by seeing them play for so long. I immediately go to the imposer and stab him at his heart. I then say, "Did you know, for what you did to Naruto I would have immediately killed you, but I was waiting for you to send message to your teammates so that they will come and gift us a scroll. So thank you for sending the message, by the way." He then asks angrily, "You knew?" To which I replied, "Of course." But sadly he already died before he could listen to my reply. Sasuke then says, "If there is an instance that we become separated, then even if he is a teammate, don't listen to him. Just like what happened now, it is possible that enemy will transform into one of us." Sakura then asks, "Then what should we do?" To which Sasuke replies, "We will make a password." He continues, "Listen, if the password is incorrect, no matter what he looks like, presume he is an enemy. Listen carefully, I will only say once. You will ask Ninja Song Ninja chance. The answer is, the chance to sneak up when a large number of enemies are making a scene. The quiet place has no secret hideout. It is important for a shinobi to know the right time, the time when an enemy is tired and drops his guard. That's it." Sakura then says, "I remember it." Naruto wanted to say something but quiets down as he remembered that Sasuke said that he won't repeat. "I sense someone near us, but stay silent for time being." Suddenly a huge wind comes, knocks us all over. I was sure it was at least a B-level jutsu or maybe even a level jutsu. I suddenly sensed that Naruto's presence disappeared and was replaced by a creepy chakra in his place. Sakura then wakes up and walks near Sasuke. He then asks her to say the password, which she tells perfectly. It too tells my password. Then Sasuke asks Naruto. But I stop him, said, "There is no need to ask Sasuke. It would an insult to Naruto if we compare him to this guy with creepy chakra." I then say to the imposer, "Although both of you have a nearly equal amount of chakra, Naruto's chakra is not creepy like yours. Besides, I wanted to ask you in the morning, what does someone like you who is near to elite Jonin level, according to my guess, do with Chunin exams?" She, Orochimaru, then replies, "You are very good, let me test you all," and releases killing intent. Sasuke and Sakura fall, then I release my killing intent and relieve them from pressure. "As expected, you are an amazing person. That's a great amount of killing intent you have. I am afraid that even my killing intent can't equal yours. But you are still a child, so for now, you can't defeat me." Orochimaru thinks, "I cannot hold back against her as she is strong. If she stalls too much of time, then I will not be able to test Sasuke and give him my curse mark before the Umbu arrives. I guess I will use my full strength to finish it quickly." He then attacks me, which I successfully defend. We kept fighting for some time. Sasuke and Sakura were still stunned from the killing intent, so I had to stall for time. Suddenly he summons two snakes and makes them coil around me. He then bites me and a curse mark appears near my neck. He then says, "Oh, by the way, my name is Orochimaru. I will have you as my subordinate one day. The seal will lead you towards me." I was about to fall asleep due to, as I say, "Orochimaru, you are a fool. You will regret placing curse seal on me, a member of Uzumaki clan. Don't you know we Uzumakis are the rulers of the sealing jutsu?" Then I fell. He then says, "If you are capable of solving my seal, then I am not eligible to be your master. Let's see if you can do it." He then goes towards Sasuke. Sasuke stabs himself to escape from the killing intent and escapes backward towards a tree with Sakura. Orochimaru then thinks he wiped out fear using pain. As expected, he is not an ordinary person. Orochimaru then summons his snakes, which attack Sasuke. Sasuke then throws kunai into its mouth and kills the snake, but Orochimaru comes out from the dead snake and goes towards Sasuke, but suddenly a pair of shuriken and kunai stop Orochimaru. Sakura, seeing that Naruto has arrived, says, "Naruto, you have finally arrived." Naruto, who was on the tree, says, "Sorry Sasuke, I forgot the password." Chapter 29, Never Give Up. Sasuke then says, "Naruto, I know that you want to act cool by saving us, but this time don't fool around, escape. This thing is on a completely different level compared to the previous ninja we faced." Orochimaru then says, "Seems like you brought Snake down brilliantly, Naruto." Seeing Orochimaru, Naruto thinks, no matter how we see this person, she looks Snake. Naruto then says to Orochimaru, "Hey, you are bullying the weak. Now I, Naruto Uzumaki, will stop you." Sasuke then realizes that if this goes on, all of us might get killed, so he takes the scroll from and throws it towards Orochimaru and says, "Take the scroll." But Naruto intercepts Sasuke and takes the scroll, then punches Sasuke and says, "What are you doing, Sasuke? The Sasuke I know not a coward. Besides, who can say for sure if release us after taking the scroll? Fear has clouded your decisions, Sasuke." Naruto then sees me fainted and gets very angry. Orochimaru then says, "You are right, Naruto. If want the scroll I can just kill you and take it." Naruto attacks Orochimaru while Orochimaru uses summoning jutsu to summon snakes. Elsewhere, the Umbu of Konoha finds 3 corpses which seem to be a village hidden in the grass. The Umbu then call Anko for further inspection. Seeing those corpses, Anko realizes that Orochimaru was present in the exam and wonders why he has arrived here. Anko then asks them their photos as the faces of the grass ninja has been robbed. After looking at the photos, Anko realizes that she has already met Orochimaru in the morning. She then orders the Umbu to inform this matter to the Hokage right away, while she will search for him. Orochimaru, facing Naruto, says, "You are such a prey." The tail of the snake hits Naruto, due to which Naruto falls, breaking many trees in the process. Naruto then unconsciously uses a little bit of Nine Tails chakra and fights Orochimaru. Naruto keeps on punching the snake. Many trees break due to the fight between the two of them. Sakura and Sasuke get shocked when they see how strong Naruto was. Orochimaru then uses fire style, fireball jutsu, and makes Naruto fall again. He then targets Sasuke and rushes towards him. But Naruto suddenly appears and stops the snake and says, "Are you scared, scaredy cat? You are not the Sasuke I know. The Sasuke I know won't act like a coward. But remember, Sasuke, unlike you, I never give up no matter what the situation is." Suddenly Naruto gets lifted by Orochimaru's tongue and lifts him while thinking, "So this brat is the Jinchuriki of the 9 tails. So the Uzumaki girl should also be a Jinchuriki. It's not easy to control them. I think I need to give up on her. That stupid 9 tails will not allow me to take control of her body. But never mind, all I need is Sharingan for now." Now, this kid is using a tiny bit of leaked 9 tails chakra and is daring to fight me. He then lifts his shirt to see the seal. See, even the seal is now visible like a tattoo. His right hand's fingertips has purple flame with some characters on it. Orochimaru then says, 5 prolonged sealing, and makes a seal on the already visible seal. Naruto then shouts and falls unconscious. Sasuke then remembers Itachi's words, "If you want to kill me, resent me, hate me, and continue your ugly life, flee and hang on to your life." Sasuke then gets back his determination, gets ready to face Orochimaru. Orochimaru then says, "As expected of the Uchiha clan, his blood has begun to stir. I will take my time and determine his strength." Sasuke then rushes towards Orochimaru and throws kunai, which he easily dodges. Then both of them exchange some punches. Orochimaru then starts moving faster, to which Sasuke says, "I can see you," as he is using Sharingan and spits flame from his mouth on Orochimaru. Orochimaru then says, "You can see me right," and uses wind release on Sasuke. He dodges it and holds Orochimaru upside down and falls to the ground. The ground cracked when Orochimaru fell. But just when Sasuke thought everything was over, he realizes that Orochimaru uses substitution jutsu and escaped. Orochimaru then beats Sasuke using taijutsu and makes him fall. But unknown to Orochimaru, Sasuke has placed some explosives on his dress. They explode. Seeing this, as chance, Sasuke throws some windmill shuriken with strings attached to them and uses Sharingan windmill triple attack, and ties Orochimaru to the tree and immediately uses fire style, dragon flame jutsu. Sasuke thinks that he has defeated Orochimaru, but suddenly Orochimaru cuts the threads and paralyzes them and says, "You certainly are Itachi's brother, but your eyes have more potential than his. My name is Orochimaru, and if you want to meet me again, then desperately run to the top of this test and defeat the members of my Sound Village." He then spreads his neck and bites Sasuke and makes a curse seal appear on his neck. Sasuke was in pain for some time and then faints. Orochimaru escapes. Chapter 30, Lee's Pledge. Orochimaru then appears on the other side of the forest. Anko felt that Orochimaru was nearby and rushes to that direction. Anko then sees Orochimaru, whose half-body was inside the tree, and says, "Orochimaru, you are now an S-class Rouge ninja who is in the most wanted list. I will now kill you even if it costs my according to your teachings as your former subordinate." To which Orochimaru replies, "No, you can't." Anko then was about to throw senbon, needles, towards Orochimaru when suddenly Orochimaru attacks using his tongue and catches Anko. Anko then releases 4 snakes from her sleeves and pulls Orochimaru from the tree and pins him onto the other tree and pierced a kunai from her hand to Orochimaru and then uses a twin sacrifice jutsu when suddenly Orochimaru turns to mud. Anko then realized that Orochimaru has used substitution jutsu and escaped. Orochimaru then says, "Anko, you are now a special jonin of this village. You should not use forbidden jutsus taught by me." He then activates the curse mark on Anko. Anko appears to be in severe pain as she asks, "Orochimaru, did you come to assassinate the Hokage?" To which he replies, "It's a pity I don't have enough subordinates for that, so you see I came to collect some." Orochimaru then sees Anko's curse mark and says, I have just given a similar gift to 2 genins, to which Anko replies, Orochimaru, you are still so selfish, they will die, to which Orochimaru replies, well, the odds that they live is 1 out of 10, but they may survive as you did. Anko then says, you sure like these kids very much, to which he replies, why are you jealous, are still angry that I used you and threw you away. He then continues, unlike you he will succeed, for one thing, he has inherited the Uchiha bloodline and is good-looking too, he is certainly qualified to become my vessel. As for the Uzumaki girl, if I can make her my subordinate my strength will at least double, but she is very dangerous. Let us just say it is a gamble between her and me. Orochimaru then leaves from the forest. Anko somehow moves forward as she meets 2 Umbu Black Ops. She then falls down. Seeing the curse mark on her neck, the Umbu deduce that Orochimaru has arrived and sigh, things have become troublesome. Anko then says, take me to the tower, it's urgent, and call Lord Hokage there. Me, Sasuke and Naruto, were lying on the ground while Sakura was guarding us. The sound ninja observe us from the shadows and are following Orochimaru's orders. Sakura has a nightmare which causes her to become tensed, and senses something approaching her, and immediately throws kunai towards it. A squirrel then returns out fear, seeing which Sakura is relieved, but she does not notice that the squirrel has a paper bomb on it. The sound ninja was upset with their failure. The sound ninja then openly come to attack Sakura, who was already deprived of sleep. Sakura then says, just what the hell do you want? I know that Orochimaru is the one who is doing this from shadows. First, he puts curse marks on 2 of my teammates, then sends you to fight us. What does he want? Sakura's words shock them all. They then say, we don't care, what we are going to do now is kill all of you. They then detect Sakura's trap and break it. They were about to attack Sakura when suddenly Lee arrives and kicks them away. Sakura then asks Lee, why did you save us? Aren't we enemy too? To which Lee replies, haven't I pledged to you that I will protect you till death? One of them then attacks Lee, which he defends by pulling out roots and blocking the attack. Lee then decides to take care of them one at a time. Lee then uses his special jutsu, which Guy has forbidden to use except for one condition, that is protecting the person precious to you. He then uses primary lotus and makes the opponent fall upside down, but his teammate makes a sponge mud cushion and saves him. The opponent uses their jutsu and manipulate sound and make Lee kneel and say, you are fast, but we exceed you speed as we move at speed of sound. Today we will show you that there are some walls you cannot cross no matter what you do. Chapter 31. Sakura Blossoms. Lee soon coughs and some blood comes out of his left ear. The opponent then says, it is one of my tricks you see, so evading my attacks won't work. He continues, you see the sound as the trick here. Lee then asks, sound? To which he replies, do you know what sound actually is? To which Sakura answers, vibration. He says, correct. These vibrations on reaching the eardrum help you hear, but if the frequency of the vibration exceeds 150 MHz, then it breaks, and by assaulting the semicircular canal, which is located even deeper, it can make you lose your balance completely, so you won't be able to regain your balance temporarily. His teammate, the one who saved him from Lee, then says, something old like taijutsu won't work on us. You were doing fine, but I disrupted it, so it won't work anymore. I can freely manipulate ultrasonic waves and air pressure, and have the power to obliterate boulders. It is different from your worthless jutsus. He then shows 2 outlets on his palms. Lee gets frustrated as they were mocking the precious jutsu his Guy-sensei taught him. The sound ninja with 2 machines on his hands then attacks Sakura, but suddenly Lee intercepts him, which shocks him. Lee wanted to kick him, but he lost his balance. He then says, as expected you lost your balance, but I'm still surprised that you made till here, and kicks Lee. Lee guards the attack with his hand, but the opponent manipulates the sound waves using his chakra, and then attacks Lee's left ear, which was already injured. Lee then falls, and the opponent was going to give a final blow when Sakura interrupts him. Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji were watching from the sidelines as they were analyzing the situation. Ino wanted to help, but was too scared to even move her legs. Sakura then attacks the opponent with outlets with shuriken, which he blows them back by controlling the airflow. The girl in the opponent's team then arrives behind Sakura and holds her hair and says, your hair is very shiny. You should have spent more time training than taking care of your hair. She then calls the opponent with outlets, Zaku, and says, Zaku, why don't we kill Sasuke in front of her and see her expression? He replies, fine. But he doesn't notice some changes occurring to Scarlet and Sasuke. Sakura then resolves internally, I will not let you do such thing, and tries to move, but the girl instantly pins her down using her hair. Sakura then cries, realizing that she has no strength. She internally thinks, I thought that at least this one time I can protect Scarlet, Sasuke, and Naruto, but I don't have enough strength. Zaku was now moving towards Sasuke. Seeing this, Sakura pulls a kunai from her pouch. The girl then says, what are you? A kunai won't be enough for you to beat me. Sakura then confidently says, who said I was going to beat you using kunai, and suddenly cut her own hair, which shocks everyone. especially Ino, as she knew Sakura from childhood and was once her best friend, so she knew how much Sakura cared about her hair, so she couldn't help but get shocked from the action of Sakura. She thinks those three have always covered my back and fought for me. Lee, you said you will protect me and even risked your life for it. I think you taught me something. I also want to be like you all. This time I want all of you to be the one watching me from behind. Sakura then attacks the girl and escapes using substitution jutsu, which was spotted by Zaku, and Sakura then once again attacks using kunai. This time on Zaku, Zaku repels her attack. She once again escapes from Zaku's attack using substitution jutsu and attacks Zaku from above. This time, Zaku says, "Don't you understand, no matter how many times you attack it is useless," and throws some kunai towards Sakura and looks sideways to search where Sakura will substitute this time. But against his expectations, Sakura takes blows from his kunai and stabs one of his hands and bites the other hand. Zaku then keeps on beating Sakura on her face to the point that it is bleeding severely. Ino then gets worried about Sakura. Sakura gets thrown onto the ground by Zaku. Ino then comes before Sakura and blocks her from Zaku as she says, "Sakura, I promised I won't lose to you, didn't I?" Chapter 32. Scarlet's Rage. I was having a nightmare in which I was remembering my past when I was left alone after my parents and my brother died in an accident. No one was willing to take care of me and I was left all alone. One day I was kidnapped by an organization that trained me to be an assassin. I was a genius and produced very good results after joining the organization. As I completed the missions, my privileges also increased. But one day a report came to our organization that we were being monitored by the military forces and were on the to be eliminated list. Seeing the situation, my superiors sent me to assassinate Major General Sanders, who the strongest person on Earth then. I knew it was akin to a suicide mission, but I couldn't escape from it. I then go to the spot plan for assassination and wait there. A sniper was present to shoot him, which may injure him. With his strength I'm not even sure about an injury, and then I will take advantage of it and assassinate him. Our sniper was about to shoot him, but a man and a boy were in the middle of his line of sight, but to complete the mission, he decided to kill them. He shoots the man, which shocked me as they mentioned only about killing Sanders. He was about to shoot the boy, but I save him by pushing him aside, and I take the build in his stead. I fall as I hear a rough voice, "Clear the parameter and bring her with us." I then fainted. I then wake, I don't after how much time. I now see Sanders in front of me. I then ask with a hoarse voice, "So now what are you going to do to me?" To which he replies, "That depends on your answers, my dear." He then asks me questions about the work I did, who I was before joining the organization, and some other details about the organization, which I answer. He asks, "Why did you save the boy?" To which I reply, "He reminded me of my brother." Sanders thinks, "She is good seed. I really pity her for her past, but it is amazing that she could still have some light in her eyes even though her life was full of darkness." I was then left alone for some days. One day Sanders has suddenly arrived and said, "The organization is now destroyed. You are free. I would like to ask you a question." I then nod. Seeing this, he asks, "Would you like to be my disciple?" To which I reply, "Yes." I then ask him what happened to the boy, to which he replies, "We are thinking of joining him to an orphanage as he has no one else to take care of him now." I then reply, "Master, can I adopt him?" Sanders then nods. I then ask, "Master, what is his name?" Sanders replies, "Sam Matthew. That's how Sammy became my brother." I then remember all of my past till my death by explosion. I then feel many dark emotions trying to envelop me. I instantly suppress them, and I break free from this nightmare. As I woke up, I saw that Ino was in the arms of Shikamaru and Choji was trying to fight Zaku, and Lee was on the ground unconscious while Sakura was beaten up very badly. I was now very angry. I then sensed two people on the tree. They seemed to Ten and Niji. I then saw Sasuke beside me, whose seal is reacting violently, and then send some of my chakra towards his seal and calm him down. I then see that Naruto was seriously injured and still unconscious. I was now filled with rage as I released killing intent, which suppressed everyone present here. The ninja of the sound was thinking, "What kind of monster did we provoke here now?" I then shout with rage, "Orochimaru, I will make you regret what you did to my brother." I then say inwardly, "Stupid fox, I am taking some of your chakra," and extracted some chakra from it. The forest was filled with violet chakra waves. Orange-colored chakra was swirling around and destroying the trees. Everyone present there gets goosebumps because of that chakra. Finally, all the chakra is filled inside me. I then ask the sound ninja with a murderous aura, "You are Orochimaru's subordinates, right?" To which they nod hesitatingly. I then smile. Seeing this smile, they felt fear from the depth of their soul. I then say, "Congratulations. You all are very lucky, you know. You all will be able to survive better in hell compared to other newcomers."
Why?
"Because I will show you hell right now. With your experience from now, you will easily survive there." I then instantly go towards Zaku, appear in front of him. and then I slowly break his arms, then I break his legs, and finally his spine and ribs. He was laying on the ground full of pain. I say, Ino, you better go back your body right now. Ino then returns to her body and go towards the girl and then go towards the girl and beat her up badly and break her arms and legs, then throw her beside Zaku. I go towards the remaining opponent and say, it seems that you are the only one left, huh? And immediately break his ribs. He was about to escape. I then use adamantine chains to pull him back and finally his arms and legs and throw him near the other two. I think I will have to thank Orochimaru for completely awakening my bloodline. Now I can freely use adamantine chains and my chakra is 1.5 times previous chakra and its purity increased too. I saw that others were really scared, so I say, sorry guys, I saw Naruto in that state and I could not control my anger, but anyone who messes up with Naruto should not expect a good end anyway. I ignore their shocked and frightened faces and go towards the three of them and say, well, to be frank, it's not your fault but chose to follow the wrong person and provoke someone who you should not provoke. If Lee and Ino Shikacho trio did not come for help you would have killed us today, so don't blame me for killing you now. I turn towards others and say, take care of Naruto, Sasuke and Lee, meanwhile I will deal with them. It's not appropriate for you to see, so I will take them away. I then take them away to a desolate spot and then put them down. I take 3 pills and make them swallow 1 each. I then say, those were special pills I made, it will make your body disintegrate in 3 days. These 3 days you will experience hell. If you can, you better kill yourself. Then I go towards the direction Sakura and others were present. Chapter 33, Curse Mark. I return to see that Naruto was awake and was active as ever, seeing which I smile. I immediately hugged Naruto and said, sorry Naruto, I couldn't protect you. Naruto replies, Nei-chan, you were unconscious at that time, so it's not your fault and I will get stronger and protect you. I smile seeing his determination and say, I will wait for you. Sasuke wakes up and was a little weak, but it is good enough that he did not succumb to the negative emotions and give in to the power of the seal. I call Sasuke to come towards me. I say, Sasuke, Orochimaru's seal is like a double-edged sword. If your will and mental power is strong, you will be able to control the seal, or else you will succumb to its power. Let me show you its power. I then activate the seal. I feel many negative emotions that are trying to agitate me, but I soon control my emotions and draw the dark chakra from the seal. Slowly dark black tattoos appear on the right half of my body and my chakra increases. Everyone gets oppressed because of this dark chakra. I say to Sasuke, this the gift Orochimaru gave us, but I can feel fluctuations of a stranded soul in the seal. According to my analysis, Orochimaru is planning to occupy your body using the seal. I told you the information, I knew the rest is in your hands. He says, then aren't you afraid of Orochimaru taking your body? I reply, of course not. There are some people in my body, Minato, Kushina remnant chakra, who I think you would not want to face. Besides, I have a guardian beast protecting my body, 9 tails. Sasuke says, what? Guardian beast? To which I reply, I will tell you some other time. Tenten then comes over and takes Lee with her. Niji, who was on the tree, thinks, if Sasuke can use the energy and seal like Scarlet, he will be a difficult opponent to deal with. They then leave from that place. Ino was helping Sakura tidying her hair while Naruto was making fun of Shikamaru. Elsewhere, Anko was talking to other Umbu about Orochimaru when suddenly an instructor of the exam arrived and showed a video taken in the tower 93 minutes after the exam. Temari, Konkuro, and Gaara have arrived in the tower and they were completely unharmed. Especially Gaara did not even have dust on his clothes, which shocks everyone. The Umbu sigh. They are simply monsters. Even I cannot guarantee that I can cross the forest with even getting dust on me. They beat the previous record by 4 hours, huh? We take rest for 2 days to recover from injuries, and then eat some fishes by the side of the river in the morning on the 4th day. Sasuke goes to bring some wood. Meanwhile, Naruto suggests to use a normal scroll and disguise it as Heaven Scroll, as we're lacking a Heaven Scroll because Orochimaru burnt it. Naruto was going to open the Earth Scroll when I tell him, Naruto, you better not open scroll. Kabuto slowly walks towards us and says, Naruto, you better listen to your sister or else you will suffer. I already saw a few members opening the scroll. The scroll contains a strong hypnotic seal which will make you sleep for 5 days, hence missing the exam. Sasuke arrives and sees that Kabuto was present and immediately takes a kunai. Kabuto says, you don't have to worry, I am not here for your Earth Scroll. Sasuke then relaxes a little and says, so you are also searching for a Heaven Scroll like us? To which he replies, no, actually I already have my scroll and was on my way to the tower, and shows both of his scrolls. He was then walking away from us when Sasuke stops him and asks to hand over the scrolls, to which Naruto opposes while Sakura was also unwilling to take the scroll. Kabuto then says that he would suggest to us the path we should follow to get the scrolls. He explains to us about the 3 types of people that are going to present near the tower on the 5th day. 1. The people who already have scrolls. 2. People like them who are going to steal scrolls. 3. People who will collect extra scrolls for other purposes. Sasuke then says, I now understand why you wanted us to come with you. You want us to protect you if anyone ambushes, right? Listening to which Kabuto smiles. We then reach in the middle part of the forest. It was dark and I was sensing many types of insects nearby. I also sensed some chakra signatures nearby and alert my teammates. Suddenly many clones of a person come towards us while penetrating everything in their way, which I find strange. Naruto gets excited about a fight, so do I. We then get into a battle position. Chapter 34. Second exam completed. Naruto rushes towards the opponent when I sense some spiritual energy fluctuations. I realized that someone had cast genjutsu over us. I wanted to stop Naruto but it was too late, as he had already punched one of the illusions. Sasuke activates his Sharingan to see through them. Naruto gets shocked as his punch passes through the illusion person. The illusion throws a kunai towards Sasuke to avoid getting seen through by Sharingan. Kabuto blocks the kunai, during which he gets injured. Naruto asks me, Nachan, what is going on? How can a shadow clone injure Kabuto? I reply, Naruto, they are just illusions. The real opponents are hiding in the forest and throwing the kunai at the right time to make it seem like real persons are attacking us instead of illusions. Remember, Naruto, everything you hear or see may or may not be true. A ninja must always trust their instincts. The opponent starts attacking us with kunai while hiding behind the illusions. Naruto then was about to use Shadow Clone Jutsu when Kabuto stops him and says, Stop it, Naruto. No matter what you do, the illusions will keep on coming. Naruto says, if I keep destroying all the illusions, won't we be able to catch the opponents, and goes towards the opponents. I say to Naruto, you need to hold on for 10, meanwhile I will find them out and finish them off. Naruto then uses Shadow Clone Jutsu and forms 40 clones and starts attacking the illusions. I then use my power of space to sense the people nearby. I sense Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kabuto. After my space sense crosses 50 m, I sense 2 people near the bushes. I immediately move towards those bushes and throw them out. I was surprised to find that these 2 were the teammates of the person whom I killed in the beginning. Sasuke then has a burning sensation near his seal mark. He inwardly thinks, damn it, why does my neck hurt when I try to use Sharingan? All of us surround the 2 opponents. I notice that Sasuke seemed to be in trouble, so I ask him to come to the other side with me. I let Naruto and Kabuto deal with them while I take them while going to the other with Sasuke. I ask Sasuke to show me his neck. I then examine the curse seal. If someone notices Sasuke now, they will be shocked to see the slight blush on his face, which he quickly hides. After I examine the seal, I say to Sasuke, Sasuke, the seal will hurt you whenever you use a more large amount of chakra, and I cannot solve this for now. I will help you after I get mastery over Fuin Jutsu. He asks me, Scarlet, didn't the seal have any effect on you? I reply, of course it has. I originally have chakra greater than the Hokage, but now I can only use chakra of Jonin level. Sasuke notices the disdain I held for the Jonin level chakra and thinks, if the Jonin were to know that the amount of chakra they had was disdained by a genin, I wonder how they would feel. We then take the scroll of heaven from them and go to the tower. Kabuto then goes over to his teammates while we enter the tower. Kabuto then meets Orochimaru. Kabuto then gives Orochimaru a card and says, here is all the data about their second exam. Orochimaru then asks, how do you feel about them? Kabuto replies, it doesn't matter, as it will always be you who makes the decision. Orochimaru says, Kabuto, you are very cunning, but it also why I like you very much. Orochimaru then disappears from that place. We then enter the tower and see a board that has words written, if you don't possess heaven, gain knowledge and be prepared. If you do not possess earth, run through the fields and seek strength. If you open both heaven and earth scrolls, dangerous paths turn into safe ones. This is secret of something that shall lead your way. Naruto asks, what the hell is this? Sakura replies, it might be related to the scroll. Naruto and Sakura unlock the scroll. I saw some Fuin Jutsu character in it, which was related to summoning. I immediately order Sakura and Naruto to throw the scrolls. They throw the scroll, which suddenly starts releasing smoke. After the smoke clears, we could see a figure which we recognize as Iruka-sensei. Iruka then says, hey all of you, long time no see. Sakura says, what's going on? Iruka says, looks like you 3 went through a lot of trouble. Naruto then says, what? Why? Why did you appear through the summoning, Iruka-sensei? He replies, we Chunins are to welcome the examinees at the end of this second exam. I was given the duty to pass 3 of you a message by chance. A message? Sakura asks. Iruka takes a clock and sees the time and says, you guys barely made it. After some time he says, congratulations on passing the second exam. Chapter 35, Preliminary Round. Iruka-sensei offers to take us to Ichiraka's for ramen. Hearing this, Naruto jumps with excitement, while Sakura sighs, just where does he get that much of energy from? Iruka interrupts, But there is still time as a meeting will held now with all members who have passed. Sasuke asks, Sensei, what would you have done if we had opened the scroll? Iruka says, sharp as always, Sasuke. Well, if anyone opens the scroll before reaching the tower, we were ordered to knock them out, so you guys would have been disqualified if you had did that. Sakura asks, Sensei, what does the words on the board mean? We can't understand it at all. Naruto says, why do you care about it? We passed, it's all that matters. Iruka then explains us the meaning of the words and tells Naruto to prepare more before mission and tells Sakura to practice daily to improve her body. Iruka then advises Naruto to give up the third round because of its difficulties. Naruto replies, Sensei, you gave me this headband because you acknowledged that I was not a kid anymore. I might be restless, but I'm not a kid anymore. Right now I am a ninja. Iruka then apologizes to Naruto. Elsewhere, the Hokage seals the curse mark of Anko. The Umbu beside her say, I thought that Orochimaru, one of the Sannin, had died already. What is his goal coming to Konoha at a time like this? Anko remembers the words of Orochimaru and was about to Sasuke's name when the Hokage says, Uchiha Sasuke ha. An Umbu then announces in the T.V, the second round has been completed. We will now conduct the preliminary round for the first time in 5 years. Hokage says, well, for now we will conduct the preliminary round and keep an eye on him. We gathered at the hall where all the people who passed were present. On the opposite side were the Hokage, Jonin of the students, and some Chunin, Umbu, and the Hokage. Ino, seeing us, exclaims in joy, Sasuke's team has also qualified. Shikamaru replies, of course, with a person with monster-like abilities, it would be strange if they did not pass. Kurenai then notices that Akamaru was behaving strange, which I too notice. I conclude that Orochimaru must be present here. I then feel urged to locate Orochimaru and beat him up, but I cool down and I decide, Orochimaru, I'm going to mess your plan up for now. When I become strong enough I will take your head. The Hokage then says a speech about not to confuse about this exams as friendly test conducted by allied nations, but to the exam as the epitome of war. The villages have always been fighting in previous era. In this era, in order to improve their reputation, we do it the form of these exams. You all need to risk your life in battle because only in a true life or death battle does a shinobi truly improve. A shinobi then comes to the Hokage and says, Lord Hokage, I, Gekko Heiate, the judge will explain the further details to them. Hokage says, I will leave it to you then. He turns around, we can see a person with a sickly appearance. He says, hello everyone, I wanted to tell you something before the start of the third round. You are going to fight in a preliminary round before the start of the third round. Sakura asks, Sensei, I don't know what this preliminary round is, but I want to ask why you can conduct the third round for us now. Gekko Heiate says, I don't know if the first and second exam were too easy or something, but this time there are a lot of students, so to decrease them we are carrying out the preliminary round. There are going to be many guests at the third round this time, so in order to manage time we cannot have many matches, you see. He continues, so those who are not feeling well, he starts coughing. Some genin mock him while Hinata was worried and says, are you feeling well, Sensei, in low voice. He then continues, so if anyone wants to quit based on the given explanation, please raise your hands. Sasuke then starts feeling pain in neck because of the curse mark. I too had burning sensation, but it was not severe as Sasuke, maybe it was due my large chakra reserves. Sakura then says that she was going to report our situation to the sensei, but Sasuke was preventing het. Suddenly Kabuto raises his arm and decides to quit the exam. Naruto asks desperately, Kabuto, you were very good during the exam, why do you suddenly want to quit the battle? Kabuto replies, Naruto, on the first day when the sound ninja attacked me, my left ear was severely damaged, so right now I am not in the state of going through life or death battle. Kabuto then leaves after talking to his teammate. Chapter 36. Sasuke's Determination. Sakura was about to raise her hand and inform Sensei about curse mark so that Sasuke will not have trouble with the seal. Sasuke then stops Sakura's hand and says, Sakura, I did not come here for something trivial like becoming Chunin but came to fight all the strong members here, while inwardly thinking, and finally be strong enough to kill that man and be eligible to stand by her side as an equal. Suddenly Naruto says, Sasuke, Sakura was worried about you, don't be so mean to her. Sasuke turns towards Naruto and says, I want to fight you too, Naruto. Gekko Heiate says, then, let's begin the preliminary matches. It will be one-on-one matches. Now that we have 18 people, we will have 9 matches and the winners will be able to advance to the third exam. There are no rules. You will fight till the opponent dies or is knocked out or admits defeat. And if you don't want to die, you should give up. However, if I judge that the match is over, then I may stop you to prevent any unnecessary deaths. Now we will begin to draw names of the participants, continues Gekko Heiate. The names of the participants are displayed one by one. The names on the board stops at Sasuke and Akadai Yorui. I then remember that this guy seemed to be Kabuto's teammate, but I was not worried as Sasuke will be able to handle him. Good luck, Sasuke, I say to him, to which he replies, I don't need to rely on luck to win, but thanks. Sasuke and his opponent goes towards Hayate and stand in front of him. Sasuke seemed to be in pain because of the curse mark which made everyone worried. The opponent smiles seeing this. Gecko Hayate says, "We will now begin the first match. Everyone other than 2 fighters, please move up there." Everyone starts moving upwards. Kakashi-sensei came towards Sasuke and says, "Sasuke doesn't use Sharingan." Sasuke then smirks, "Huh, so you knew about it?" Kakashi continues, "If Seal reacts violently then you may be killed because of it. I will come and take you before that happens, and the match will be cancelled." Sasuke then realizes that if the seal will be activated, he will be eliminated, and then is determined to use chakra in very fewer amounts to prevent seal activation. The match between them begins. Both of them get ready in their stances. Yorui then throw 3 shurikens towards Sasuke, which Sasuke deflects with his kunai. The opponent then appears behind Sasuke while he was troubled with the pain of the curse mark. As he was about to punch Sasuke, Sasuke dodges and kicks the opponent and then holds his hands to a deadlock. The opponent then touches Sasuke's body and absorbs his chakra, which shocks Sasuke. Sasuke was not able to move temporarily. He then kicks Sasuke and holds his head and absorbs chakra from Sasuke while laughing. Sasuke then gathers some energy and then kicks Yorui off him. Yorui then keeps attacking Sasuke while he dodges continuously. Naruto shouts, "Sasuke, you call yourself Uchiha Sasuke with a performance like that?" Sasuke looks at Naruto then looks at me. I point using my eyes. Sasuke sees this and realizes something. Yorui then attacks Sasuke. Sasuke now seemed more confident and dodges and suddenly disappears and then kicks him on his chin. If we look carefully we can easily identify it as Lee's move which he used fighting Sasuke and the Sound Ninja. Sasuke then flies and was about to beat Yorui, but suddenly his seal started to react. Sasuke then remembers how he made Naruto, Sakura worry. At last, he sees Scarlet's face as she was walking away from him. He then says inwardly, "Sorry for worrying you, Naruto, Sakura. Scarlet, I will catch up to you." He then uses Lion Combo and defeats Yorui. Everyone was looking at Sasuke with shock. Lee felt little down as Sasuke easily copied his move just by watching it once. Enko was shocked that Sasuke was able to control the seal using his will. The medics have come to treat Sasuke's injuries. Kakashi says that he will take care of it and says to Sasuke, "Sasuke, I will now seal the seal of Orochimaru, so come with me." Sasuke says that he wants to watch the match of others, to which Kakashi replies, "Sasuke, if we do not take care of it now then it causes something irreversible. Besides, I will not listen to your willful requests twice." Sasuke then leaves with Kakashi-sensei. Chapter 37, Kakashi faces Orochimaru. Our names once again appear on the board, and it finally stops at Misumi and Aburame Shino. Shino and Misumi go onto the stage, and Misumi gets ready in a fighting pose while Shino was standing without showing any emotions. Elsewhere, Kakashi was drawing seals with blood on Sasuke, who was in the center of 2 circles which had 4 kunai on the outer circle, 6 kunai on the inner circle. Kakashi then performs a series of hand seals and uses Evil Suppression Seal on Sasuke. Sasuke shouts in pain as all the symbols start to converse surrounding the Orochimaru's curse seal. Sasuke appeared exhausted. Kakashi says, "If that cursed seal tries to activate again, the power of the evil suppressor will hold it in. However, Sasuke, this sealing technique utilizes your will as its main source. If you lose faith in your power and your will sways, the cursed seal will reactivate." After hearing these words, Sasuke faints. Seeing this, Kakashi says, "It looks like he's tired out." Suddenly a creepy voice comes out, "So you can use sealing techniques now. You have grown, Kakashi." Hearing this voice, Kakashi stiffened. "You are Orochimaru." Orochimaru replies, "It's been a long time, Kakashi-kun. I am sorry but I don't have no business with you, but I do have business with the boy behind you," continues Orochimaru. Kakashi asks, "Why are you after Sasuke, Orochimaru?" To which Orochimaru replies, "You are lucky since you got what you wanted already. You didn't have that a long time ago, that Sharingan in your left eye." Kakashi gets uncomfortable hearing about it. Orochimaru says, "I want Uchiha's powers too." Meanwhile at the match, Shino releases many bugs towards Misumi which creeps him out. Shino then says, "These guys are called Kikai bugs. They attack their prey in groups and consume its chakra. If I attack you with this many, you will be able to fight again. If you don't want that you better give up. That is recommended. If you attack me, the bugs will attack you from behind. If you attack the bugs, I will attack you. Either way you cannot get through this situation." Elsewhere, Kakashi asks Orochimaru, "The recently made hidden village of sound is mine. You understand it right, I won't elaborate it." Kakashi replies, "What a stupid ambition." Orochimaru says, "Oh my, what a blunt reply, but to accomplish my ambition, I need some pieces to become my arms and legs and accomplish things for me." Kakashi asks, "So Sasuke is also one of the pieces?" Orochimaru says, "No, Sasuke is the supreme piece and the one taking the exams now are just sacrifices. Kakashi asks, what about Scarlet? Orochimaru replies with a smile, she was a variable. For the amount of talent she has, I badly want to make her my subordinate, but it's not easy considering her status as Jinchuriki of 9 tails, and she already has more chakra and killing intent than me. It's not easy to make her submit to me. So I took a gamble here. If she succumbs to the seal, then she will be my subordinate, else I must kill the enemy. Orochimaru moves forward. Kakashi says, don't get any closer to Sasuke, and uses Raikiri. Kakashi continues, even if you are one of the legendary Sannin, I can sacrifice my life to kill you. Orochimaru then laughs and says, what you are saying and what you are doing do not match. Kakashi asks, what? In confusion. Orochimaru continues, there is no point in using that seal. You also know about it, right? He has the heart to gain power no matter how evil it is. He is an avenger, Kakashi, so you took advantage of that. But Sasuke won't. But he was interrupted by Orochimaru as he said, he will seek me out for power. He continues walking out as he continues. You say you could kill me. Why don't you try it out? If you can, with some killing intent. Kakashi shivers and mocks himself, even at the cost of my life, huh? I am an idiot. Meanwhile, at the stadium, Misumi attacks Shino and suddenly grasps Shino's body. We notice that Misumi's body was bending as if it didn't have any bones. Misumi asks Shino to surrender by holding his neck. Suddenly a large number of bugs come from Shino's coat and surround Misumi, which shocks him. Slowly as the bugs absorb Misumi's chakra, his grip loosens. Shino makes the bugs absorb as a chakra, and then knocks him out. Gecko Hayate checks Misumi's condition and says, it seems that match is over, winner is Aburame Shino. Everyone was shocked at his performance. I have to say he is the opponent I will prefer to face the least. It's not that I am afraid of bugs or anything, but facing them is a little creepy, thinks Scarlet. Lee asks Niji, who is he? Niji uses Byakugan and sees Shino and gets shocked and says, what a guy. I would understand if he summoned those bugs with summoning technique, but he lets bugs live inside him. Guy says, he must be the part of the clan in Konoha which controls bugs. Niji says, I heard about it. The story of the clan that lends their body as a nest to bugs upon birth, and uses them to fight. They control bugs with their minds and let the bugs battle for them. In exchange, they give their own chakra as food to the bugs. Lee says, so he is the successor to that clan, huh? Naruto, who was beside me, shouts, what the hell? Shino, you were that strong, while Sakura says, I did think that he was a creepy person. Shino then returns upstairs. Gecko Hayate says, well, now we will begin the match. Suddenly Kakashi-sensei appears behind us. He says, hey. Sakura asks Sensei, how is Sasuke? To which he replies, well, he is resting in the hospital, while inwardly says, that too under Umbu supervision. The names are revealed on the board as they announce. Scarlet Uzumaki vs. Kankuro, Chapter 38, Scarlet vs. Kankuro. Kankuro was a little nervous because he remembered how Scarlet appeared behind Gaara when they entered the village, but he soon regained confidence as Konoha genins were not familiar with puppets. Both Kankuro and Scarlet come down to the stage. Scarlet and Kankuro get ready and the match starts. Scarlet immediately uses clone jutsu and sends some clones to attack Kankuro. Kankuro then keeps his puppet aside and then throws shuriken on 5 of the clones and defeats the remaining using taijutsu. Just as the clones broke down to smoke, Scarlet suddenly attacks with a kunai. Kankuro deflects the kunai using his kunai, which falls near the puppet. Scarlet was kicking Kankuro's face, which he blocked with his hand. They both have a taijutsu showdown for some time in which Kankuro was at losing end. Kankuro suddenly grapples Scarlet and lets out a grin. Temari, who was watching this, sighs in relief and thinks she is not that strong after all. Gaara, who was beside Temari, understands her thoughts and says, you think someone who can secretly come behind me will be defeated by Kankuro? Use your brain a little. Besides, don't you think this match is proceeding too smoothly? Hearing Gaara's words, Temari gets tensed again. Scarlet punches the face of the Kankuro. Suddenly a few pieces of mask fall down, and Kankuro's face is revealed to have mechanical parts in the remaining places, which shocks everyone. Kankuro says with a smile, now it's my turn, and suddenly his hands turn to wooden pipes and surround Scarlet. A hand appears out of the supposed puppet, which was covered in bandages, and removes the bandages, which reveal us the figure of Kankuro. His hand was flowing with chakra, and 5 string-like chakra were coming from his fingers, which were connected to the puppet. Seeing this, everyone realizes that Kankuro had hidden himself using his puppet as a cover. Sakura had speculated, so he was controlling the puppet using the chakra from his hand. Seeing that Naruto was still calm despite what happened at the stage, Sakura asks, Naruto, are you not worried about your sister? To which he replied, no. At the beginning I was worried that he might provoke my sister, as any who provokes her will have the miserable fate. But seeing that her mood is all right, I am not worried now. Besides, you see the expression on her face. She is getting bored. She will end the fight soon. Sakura was astonished by seeing that Naruto, who was always easygoing and playful, was so observant about her sister. Ino asks Shikamaru, "Shikamaru, do you think she will lose?" Shikamaru looks at Ino as if looking at a fool and says, "You saw how she killed the sound ninja. Do you think she will lose? You don't realize it yet. She is simply a she-devil." Kankuro thinks she is skilled enough to ambush Gaara. She might become an obstacle in our plan. I will have to kill her here, and resolves himself. Seeing this, Scarlet says, "Aren't you getting too confident?" Kankuro moves his fingers as one of the wooden tubes floats in the air. Scarlet then gathers chakra near her arms. Her forcefully frees herself from the puppet. Kankuro once again controls the puppet and converts all the wooden tubes to wooden spear with poison applied on the edges of it. All the spears keep on attacking Scarlet while she dodges them. Suddenly Kankuro attacks Scarlet with shurikens, which she dodges, but suddenly the spears appear and scratch her cheek, which makes Kankuro happy, causing him to smile, but soon his smile disappears watching the scene before him. As everyone was watching that Scarlet was scratched by the spear containing poison, the figure of Scarlet turned into smoke. Kankuro stood in shock watching her disappear. Suddenly 2 figures appear behind Kankuro and grasp his hand and lock his fingers. These figures are revealed to be Scarlet's shadow clones. The real Scarlet then places a kunai on Kankuro's neck and asks him to admit defeat. Having no chance to retaliate, Kankuro couldn't help but admit defeat. Gecko Hay-8 then announces Scarlet as then winner. As Scarlet was walking away, Kankuro shouts, "Wait." Scarlet stops. Seeing this, he asks, "When did you replace yourself with a clone?" To which Scarlet answers with a smile, "You see, in the beginning when I created some clones, I also created one shadow clone, and then using transformation jutsu I converted myself into a kunai and was thrown at you by my shadow clone. You deflected me towards your puppet, I mean the real you, and from there on you kept playing with my shadow clone, and when you finally defeated my clone you got ambushed by me." Kankuro asks, "How did you find out about me replacing the puppet?" Scarlet says, "You see, I belong to the Uzumaki clan, and we were always one of the best censor ninjas present, so you can't fool me as I could detect your chakra from the puppet. I could have easily defeated you at the beginning, but you see I have to show my abilities regarding good judgment so that they can promote me to Chunin. Also." Scarlet then walks towards the poison spear on the ground and takes some poison, tastes it and continues, "Your poison is not bad. It is nearly 1/3 poisonous compared to my poisons, but you see I am immune to most of the poisons," while inwardly thinks, "Good thing I have been adding some poison into Naruto's and my food from a year. Our poison immunity has increased a lot with the help of regeneration from 9 tails." Scarlet then moves towards Kankuro and says in his ears, "Kankuro, I will forgive you for your intent to kill me for now. You better bring Gaara to the Valley of the End 5 days before the start of the 3rd round. You better not tell anything about this conversation to anyone, or else I promise you that your dear brother Gaara will not be able to leave Konoha alive even if your father or Orochimaru helps." Kankuro was shocked that I knew the information about their secret mission and starts trembling. I then go upstairs while grinning, "Orochimaru, I will let you know the price of angering me." The people nearby shiver to see her grin. They felt that she was the devil herself. She then goes to her team. Chapter 39. Sealing the Curse Mark. As I came towards my team, Naruto jumped onto me and said, "So you won as expected, Nei-chan." "Of course, I have to be an idol for you. How can I be easily defeated at this stage?" I replied. Sakura says, "Congrats, Scarlet-chan." Scarlet replies, "You are welcome, Sakura-chan." Kakashi comes towards me and says, "Good fight, Scarlet." He comes closer to me and says in my ear, "Scarlet, I need you to come with me now. I will have to seal the curse mark before it's too late." I was going to ask Kakashi for some time for me to watch Naruto's match, but seeing his stern face I knew I had to go with him. Although my situation is better than Sasuke because of my large chakra and strong soul, if the curse mark is left unsealed, then it soon will be strong enough to control my emotions, so I listen to Sensei and agree to go with him for sealing the curse mark. I turn towards Naruto and say, "Naruto, I will now have to go to the hospital to treat my injuries of the fight from Orochimaru. So listen to me, Naruto, believe in yourself, and remember the skills that separate you from the rest are your large chakra and your shadow clone jutsu. You saw how I defeated Kankuro, right? You can use similar applications of shadow clone jutsu. All the best, Naruto." Seeing Scarlet leaving with Kakashi, Naruto says, "You can just concentrate on recovering Nei-chan. I will not lose to anyone before I face you and Sasuke Databeo." Sakura smiles seeing this. Gecko Hay-8 announces the next contestants, Sakura Haruno and Ino Yamanaka. I arrive at a place where there were 2 circles inscribed on the ground. Sensei then asks me to sit at the center of the circles. I sit at the center. He then inserts some kunai at some points in the circles. After that he cuts his hand with a kunai and starts writing seals with the blood. Seeing those seals, I understood that the seal is related to the mental state of the person. Stronger the mental state of the person, stronger will be its effect. I will have to thank Gato for his scrolls on basic Fuinjutsu. After finishing these seals, he says, "Evil suppressor," and all the seals surround the curse mark of Orochimaru and form a seal. It was very painful. I screamed painfully and lay on the ground exhausted. Kakashi says, remember Scarlet, the evil suppressor can stop the curse mark as long as you will have belief in yourself. The moment you lose your will you will succumb to the curse mark. He then carries Scarlet to hospital. I woke up after some hours, and I was alone in my room and was a little exhausted. I tried to sense if someone was present near me and I found 2 members watching me. I guess they can't leave the Jinchuriki of the 9 tails alone, huh? I hope Danzo doesn't try to make trouble. If he does I will kill him, but I need to do it without leaving any traces. Why don't I use someone who will go rouge to take the blame? I thought with a smile. If anyone from the previous world saw her now, they would surely shiver with fear as they knew she was about to do something evil. I am a genius. If I can hit 2 birds with a single stone by doing this, all I need to do is make Sasuke my accomplice and slowly gather the proofs regarding Danzo's hand in Uchiha massacre, and kill Danzo together with Sasuke. Meanwhile he can also act spy for me and give information about Orochimaru. I rest for some time. After I wake up, I once again check the people around me. I found out that among the 2 persons watching me, one is the same while the other is replaced. I sense a familiar chakra in the hospital. It was very weak. I remember it is the chakra of Lee. If remember correctly, Lee should have fought with Gaara. Now I understand why he is in this state. To make a complete recovery he will need Tsunade's help. I continue to take rest and improve my chakra sensing capabilities, as I don't want to rely only on my powers of space. The next morning, I sense many chakras in the hospital. They include Naruto, Kakashi, Sasuke, etc. Kakashi-sensei came to me and asked me if I was fine, to which I replied that I was fine. Suddenly Naruto barged into the room and asked, "Ne-chan, are you fine?" To which I reply, "I am fine now, Naruto. I will come out on 1 or 2 hours after I complete the formalities." Naruto was relieved seeing that I was not injured seriously. Naruto asks Kakashi, "Sensei, I want to ask you something." Kakashi suddenly interrupts, "I know what you want to ask. But I am busy so I can't train you, so I will arrange someone else for you." Naruto was disappointed and says, "Sensei, I know you are going to train Sasuke." Kakashi replies, "Don't get mad. I am arranging someone more suitable for you. He will be arriving here in some time." I say, "Don't bother, Naruto. Sensei is not strong enough to teach you, so I will make someone stronger than Kakashi-sensei teach you. This is Ne-chan's promise to you." Hearing this, Kakashi feels little bad for not training them and was also curious how Scarlet would arrange someone stronger than him as Naruto-sensei. Kakashi then leaves the room. I ask Naruto to tell me about the preliminary matches that happened after I left. Naruto then begins, Chapter 40, Preliminary Rounds Part 1/2. Naruto tells me about the match between Ino versus Sakura. He told me how they fought using taijutsu and shuriken for some time. Then he told me that Ino had suddenly cut her hair in the middle of the match and suddenly uses mind transfer jutsu, which was a feint to trap Sakura, and after trapping Sakura using her hair, she uses mind transfer jutsu and occupies Sakura's body. As she was about to make Sakura quit, Naruto tells me that he shouted to make Sakura regain her consciousness, which surprisingly she did. I inwardly think, multiple personalities has its perks. Naruto continues, Ne-chan, Sakura-chan and Ino then made their final move and punched each other and fainted at the stage, and the match was declared draw. Naruto continues, Ne-chan, the next match was between Tenten and Temari. It was a very short match. Tenten continuously uses large scrolls to summon different kinds of weapons and uses them on Temari, but every time defeated them with a swing of her fan, and finally, she used whirlwind attack to knock out Tenten. After listening to Naruto, I think she is good with wind-style ninjutsu. Too bad I don't have enough time to learn about ninjutsu for now, as I have concentrated on Fuinjutsu to solve the curse mark, and also for messing up Orochimaru's Konoha invasion plan. Naruto continues, Ne-chan, the match was held between Shikamaru and Choji. Shikamaru bribed Choji with lots of food and made him give up. Naruto was now really excited. I guess he is now going to tell about his match. Naruto continues, Ne-chan, next match was between me and Kiba Databeo. Kiba used some weird jutsu and came towards me at high speed and knocked me onto the floor. I then got up when Kiba used smoke bombs and fought me with Akamaru. I used shadow clone jutsu and caught Akamaru. Kiba then gave some weird pill to Akamaru. Akamaru then became a big red dog. Kiba then swallows a pill. Both of them transform into Kiba and they were full of chakra. I think, those must be food pills. Poor guys, so what if their chakra has nearly doubled? Even their sensei Kurinai can't compare to Naruto in terms of chakra quantity, let alone them. Naruto then says, Ne-chan, those two attacked me at the same time. I somehow dodged sometimes, but they both started spinning and attacked me, which made me fall. I then remembered your words and woke up grinning and said to Kiba, "Oi Kiba, you became arrogant just because you have recovered your chakra, and with help of Akamaru it is like fighting two Kibas. I will now show you the true despair of fighting with multiple avatars at the same time." And I used multiple shadow clone jutsu. Naruto continues, as I was little tired I could only make 20 clones, but that scene has already made Kiba shocked. I turned 2 of my shadow clones into shuriken and attacked Akamaru while I sent 10 to keep busy in a fight. Kiba used his spinning technique and was defeating those shadow clones. Meanwhile, the shuriken I sent towards Akamaru turned back into clones and knocked out Akamaru by punching it. Kiba seeing this was very angry and started attacking me. 5 of my clones were destroyed by him, but I managed to knock him onto the floor. I used my new special move Uzumaki Naruto Renden and kicked Kiba, making him fly in the air, and then kicked him back to the ground. Listening to him, I think, listening to this move, it reminds me of Sasuke's move. Even the naming is similar. At least he should have named it something different. Naruto asks, "Nei-chan, how did I do?" To which I reply, "You did well, Naru-chan," with a smile. Naruto continued, "Next match was between Hinata and Neji." Naruto's voice becomes a little dull. I remembered some information about Neji and Hinata match, and understood why he was a little dull. Nei-chan, let us complete discharge procedures. First I will tell you about the remaining matches after discharge. We completed all the formalities that are needed to be filled. I say, Naruto, you came too early. I think it will take a while for the person sent by Kakashi-sensei to arrive. Why don't we go home and have some food, and then you will fill me up on remaining event details. Sure, Nei-chan, replied Naruto.